and welcome to episode 50 of the InGeneral podcast. My name's Jack, and I'm joined with Chris, Asees, Alex, and Ryan. How's it going, guys?
It is brilliant, and we got it right this time.
Special shout out to baby Arya, she's here too. Shout out ones and twos.
Already, just throwing it down.
The ones and twos are out.
If you listen to 49.5, you'll understand Asees is ones and twos, and twos.
Will
they understand?
Because I don't understand.
I don't know if we understand it, yeah.
No. You said last night, Asees, you said you don't even really understand it yourself.
No, I saw it in a rap-related video, and I don't even like rap music, as you guys know. I saw it in a rap video. The guy said ones and twos. I'm like, that's a cool word. I'm going to start using that too. Ones and twos.
Ones and twos, ones and twos. But you can already tell this episode is going to be very hard to follow, and it's going to be very loud. But let's talk about it. April 2nd, something happened.
Something
Asees.
did.
We got like 5 noise complaints.
5 noise complaints.
We only got one.
Shout out to Lolly Laura.
The Outpost guys got together.
Whatever, Hillary, Laura, same thing.
We got together in Philadelphia. We shared an Airbnb. We had a great time. We didn't record as much content as we were intending to, but we had a very
lot
good
of
time.
fun.
Yeah. And on April, it was all in aid of on April 2nd. Chris and I had been planning an event
for a long time.
Universal Pictures for a bloody long time.
Yeah, I mean, given it was, they agreed to it very early on, but there
September,
was
right? September, November.
Yeah, they're immediately like,
yeah,
let's do this. But the evolution and communication in the process took a lot of time to come into fruition.
A lot of loopholes to get through. Well, so
it was honestly a great experience. Though it wasn't like a bad experience.
It was amazing working with them.
Yeah.
And if you were there on the day, you can see. I mean, it all pulled through. Everything. We were amazed by. I guess I keep saying it, but 30 people we thought would turn up based on their Facebook profile.
Yeah.
Based on the Facebook event, there was 100 plus on the day, and that's amazing. Yeah. So I guess from all of us, like, thank you so much for attending.
Yeah,
it was so much
cool.
Fun.
Yeah, we still haven't got final numbers. Actually, that's something that we wanted to get, but honestly, we know a lot of people showed up.
Yeah, well, we know that in the morning of the day there was 83 tickets purchased.
Yeah,
and we know based on a number of people that we spoke to that people had just shown up to buy tickets, and they said the auditorium was over 100.
Yeah, as the event continued to go on, it continued to fill up, especially as it got closer and closer to the Jack Horner. So basically, as the 3D screening of Jurassic Park began to come to a close, more people began to show up.
Yeah. Well, people didn't realize that it was Jurassic Park 3D, which is why they didn't come. They thought it was Jurassic World, obviously.
Yeah, I actually had a lot of people that didn't turn up. A few people were like, oh, I didn't make it for the movie, and damn it, if I would have known it was going to be Jurassic Park.
Yeah, right? I mean, that was amazing. So I guess let's just run through the day. Like, it was so amazing meeting. We met so many people. We met people from the motor pool. We met so many fans, and there was fans of all ages outside.
That was the best part, wasn't it? The fans.
And if you're listening, like, yeah, it was so good to speak to you all.
Yeah, you know what? I won't lie. I wish I could have spoke to more of you longer. Like, I was meeting all these great people. Like, that person was awesome. That person was awesome. But the day was such I was running around. We're doing our things, speaking with those who, Universal, at the museum, at Imagine Exhibitions, and I was just like, man, I forgot to get people's Twitter handles, their Facebook names, and I wish I would have just made a better mental note to stay in touch with people, because I met a lot of really cool people, and I'm like, oh, I messed up there, genuinely.
It was such a rush day, especially for us. We were there early, and it just flew by because we had so much to do, but it was so great, and I met so many people as well that I've talked to online for years, and I've been friends with, like you guys, for years online.
Yeah.
And then they all appearing in one room together, and I'm like, this is crazy, man.
I mean, all of us, when we first all met, I mean, we all got an Airbnb together, yet none of us have ever met in person, which is just absolutely absurd.
But it worked so freaking well, didn't it?
So well.
Jurassic Bros, my boys.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
There were 3 beds.
Disconnect you from the cool.
3 beds, one couch, and 5 people.
Yeah.
That's not all we shared.
No, it was great. Easy, Alex. We told you what happens in Philly stays in Philly.
So, speaking of which, I was thinking we should all do Vegas.
Oh,
why?
Vegas was so good, man.
Could you imagine
it? Could you imagine a Jurassic Vegas?
We'd be dragging our asses on the sidewalk and just probably throwing up on everybody, because at the rate of alcohol that was being consumed in Philly to food ratio, we need to make sure we eat actual food. Which Vegas
we
has a lot of food.
We didn't really eat. We just drank.
I lost 4 pounds.
But it was
hey,
so
alcohol
good.
has calories. we don't have to go into
Assuming we all lost weight, did we not?
Oh, I did. I lost 4 pounds. It was good. It was a good trip.
Yeah,
but it was so good. So we met people on the steps outside, and we had a Save Our Saws photo op. Universal were taking pictures, so we had people bring in signs. It was Chris's idea to do a big photo op, and everybody built a sign that said "Save Our Dinosaurs." And
so last minute
really followed through. There was some amazingly creative signs.
Yeah,
Chris made like
Josh.
20 posters.
Yeah, I showed. I only made one. I had family friends.
Chris got the local street kids.
Yeah,
Just child slavery
happening from
force of his neighborhood.
They genuinely were so excited. They were excited because they thought like, oh man, there might be pictures with my poster on there. I think the one Max is his name. I think he even signed his poster. So like, if you look at the poster, like his name is all over it.
That is cute.
What did you pay the kids in? Like sugar packets?
Yeah,
like...
just usual child labor. The going rate. What is
child
it like a pixie stick and lollipop?
Yeah.
Is that the going rate?
Write that on your taxes.
Out of date chocolate. No, but it was so good. We had a Save Our Source sign. Then we headed in to the screening, and Doris from Universal came on stage. And funnily enough, I actually missed this section because I was I was in the restroom. But apparently, she announced that there was a technical issue with the Jurassic World screening. I later spoke to her to confirm.
I have the video. I can send it to you.
Cool, yeah. Yeah, thanks, because I missed that. I missed that most crucial part. But then she was quite nervous about announcing that it would be Jurassic Park instead, obviously, because people had come expecting Jurassic World. But I think everybody was like, oh yeah, I'm in.
I think everyone
It's Jurassic
cheered.
Park.
Yeah, there was a cheer. Yeah,
but I was excited for Jurassic
cheered.
World. I was prepared. I was looking forward to it. Like for a month straight. I'm like, yo, we're gonna watch Jurassic World together for the first time.
It is
all
kind
of
of
us watching
funny.
JP4, by the way.
Film we didn't watch.
Because we
Yeah,
That's
we
true,
watched
eh?
a lot of JP3, we watched a lot of Lost World, and we obviously watched Jurassic Park in the cinemas. But
we assumed
and
Can
it's
I
funny
just
because
say-
I haven't seen Jurassic World in about a year.
we weren't prepared to watch Jurassic World on our own, though. I mean, because we all assumed that we were going to see it in the theater, so we weren't like, oh yeah,
We didn't bring, no one had a copy of it.
yeah. So yeah, it was just one of those things. It's like, oh, so I guess we're not going to watch Jurassic World together.
Which is
But the
kind of
movie was
strange.
great, and
We watched Jurassic Park 3 more than anything. Which is strange.
No, I want everyone listening to this podcast to know the first thing we did when we walked into the Airbnb, I think, was put Jurassic
the
Park
first
3
thing
on.
you did.
Yeah, the first thing you did.
No. Here's the thing, though. This is a little secret that not many people know. I put it on. Guess what? Jack, Chris, and Alex. I don't think Ryan was there yet, but I'm sure he said nice things about it too. Those 3 guys, all they had to say was nice things about Jurassic Park 3.
Is this some
I
like
was totally
revisionist
dumb about it, 'cause I
history
was-
going on?
we just
So
met.
they've been
We
lying
just
the
met.
entire time. They don't even like the Lost World. They told me.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I heard
The Lost
Asees
World.
say some nice things about the Lost World. Believe it or not,
We
yeah,
can't
after
get
he
into that
passed
yet. We
out
can't
and
get
then
into
woke
it
back
yet.
up,
That's
we
for
said some
later. That's
positive
for later.
things about
which
the
kind of
Lost
scared
World.
me. I was a little terrified when I heard that. I was like, man, is everybody who they said they were? Because
No, you know exactly why I was happy for it.
So after we watched the film, we moved on to Jack Horner Q&A.
Yeah.
So Jack Horner came on stage. We scrambled around to get our cameras ready.
yeah, it was once again. It
But
was
he
like
gave...
we're like,
it was-
what's happening? It's already happening. Like
Yeah. But it was so good. He gave some really great answers, and we actually just got off. We just got off another Skype call with him. We had him on a podcast, which will come after this one. But he was really grateful. He really liked the event. He really enjoyed it. He
Yeah.
asked us if we were going to do more. So
Yeah.
I mean, fingers crossed we'll do more. He really enjoyed it, and I think he really enjoyed meeting all of you
yeah.
as well. The meet and greet was a really good idea.
I never met
Yeah,
them, so I just saw them from
he
distance.
thought the fan turnout. It was funny because he was like, I haven't seen so many Jurassic Park T-shirts in one area, and it was crazy because I mean there weren't like a ton of Jurassic Park T-shirts, but there was a staggering amount of people who showed up for this event, and I think even he was impressed with just. I mean, Jack loves the idea of Jurassic Park, and he gets asked Jurassic Park questions all the time. But of course, he's a real scientist. But he loves how much the movies have influenced people like us. I mean, even in our podcast today, we were geeking out how he's just a childhood hero. So super cool to have him. Super cool.
No, for sure. It was really great having him there. And obviously we got the chance to meet and greet him. And while they were doing that, they brought out the Velociraptor. So you could meet Echo, who is now on her way, or probably has arrived in Chicago.
She's in Chicago.
Which is the next museum that's hosting the Jurassic World, the exhibition. But that was pretty cool. I mean, it didn't really look like a raptor, but it was very,
I mean,
very cool.
it looked like a raptor,
huge.
just not a Jurassic Park raptor, and definitely didn't look like Echo. But it looked very cool and very.
It was still
It
very
was
cool.
really
Yeah,
cool.
it was ton of
To
fun.
say it's a human in
Yeah.
a suit, it was, and they had to keep switching every 10 minutes or so because they were out for a long time posing with us. It must be heavy.
Yeah, I mean the
You gotta
position.
do some squats.
Yeah, the position that
Get
you
in
got to
there.
be in that suit, man. Like arched over, bent over like that. Like, damn.
Yeah, and some people even showed up in some sweet cosplay.
Costumes.
I mean, there was Claire and Owen. There was
Yeah,
the Jurassic
who
Park
was that?
worker who had the "They should all be
sign.
destroyed" sign. That was awesome.
That was cool. Yeah, I mean, honestly, credit goes out to everybody that attended because you really put. I mean, it was a proper fan community event. People were really there to celebrate the movies that we know and love, and people wore their T-shirts proudly, and it was so cool to see people walking up those steps, and you're like, there for the event.
Yeah,
look at them.
exactly.
They're Jurassic fans, look at them, and it was just so cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was just, yeah, everyone was kind of lingering around, and then everything just kind of got underway, and it was a lot of fun, and you just got to meet a lot of different people. I did not get to meet everybody that I would have liked to. I feel like we were all in the same boat there.
Yeah, it's hard
Oh, yeah,
because there was so much. I mean, it was just boom, 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 and then right afterwards we went to the exhibit.
Which
we're all
I've
forgetting
never
about
been
I
in.
lost you guys in it, actually.
Oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
It's big.
Yeah, we lost each other a few times. Just because I mean they use actual props from the film, and which I didn't know.
I didn't know that either. That was cool.
And
In the
so,
lab.
but the coolest part was looking around. I mean, I was trying to find you guys, but so many different faces from the community that I just was like, I want to creepily stalk you from behind this incubator and see what your reaction is when you look at that amber. And, I mean, I was being such a creepy guy because I was like, don't you all fucking love this? and then I realized like I didn't really immerse myself into it as much as I
don't remember anything from the exhibition. I need to go to the exhibition now to actually, like, because, let me be honest with you, I just did not experience it. I was experiencing everyone else experiencing it, and
Yeah, exactly.
It's as weird as that sounds. Like, I'm realizing, hey, I need to go to Jurassic World the exhibition and actually read it and explore it because I honestly didn't.
Yeah, Chris, I think we were discussing that in the car ride home. Like, I was saying, I'm going to go tomorrow because I was busy trying to film everything and follow people through, and in a way, because we were hosting, we were almost trying to make sure that everybody got through and that people knew where to go afterwards. Because Universal surprised us. They didn't tell us about this, but they put on canapes and cocktails.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
dude. Best
That
part.
was
That was really
nobody
nice.
complained
The
about.
after party, which was really, really awesome.
Probably the best part of the event, in my opinion. We had a chance to, not because of the free alcohol, that was great
No.
too, but we had a chance to
To
mingle with
mingle.
everyone. It was
Mingle.
so fun.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
excellent.
No, I'm
That
Well, I
was
had-
really good, and
and
the fact that it was an
cheesesteaks.
open bar and people could just eat and chill and meet, and that's where I met most of the people, really. Yeah, that was really cool.
And Yaros was passing out his artwork and made those sweet ass dog tags.
Yeah, so we had been talking with Yaroslav for a while about, bringing something to the event. And obviously, if you follow him, JK Art on Facebook, he's such a talented artist, and a lot of his work he just does with a biro. It's so cool to see. It's a unique style of art, but he handed out some Lost World 20th anniversary prints that he'd done, which are amazing. I think I've got
gorgeous.
number 1 out of 60 or 50 that he printed.
I've got number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he brought some Lost World dog tags that he'd made a few weeks earlier, actually. And then we were like, let's do some dog tags for the event. So when people come into the after party, they get given a dog tag that says, I attended the very first Jurassic community event.
Yeah, I still need
Yeah,
to get
And
one
if
of
you
those.
didn't get one of those, if I didn't get one, if you didn't get one, email us, because we'll make sure you get one.
Jack, do you want me
Yeah,
to email
it doesn't.
Because if
They're
if
not
you were
expensive.
there, obviously. If you weren't there, then don't email. But if you were there, shoot us an email, because it's something very unique. I'm pretty sure the Universal guys took one as well, so that
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
No.
Universal went crazy for them. They were in love with the idea of it. It was like, "Hi, nice to meet you guys. Where are those dog tags?" Like, oh, where's Yaros? I guess.
They conned us. They set this whole thing up just to get some dog tags.
Yeah,
They lied to
That
us.
was
Free
it.
swag.
They'd infiltrated our conversations with Yaroslav, and they were like, right, let's go.
So
Yeah, they're
Speaking of
like,
which,
Yaros.
Yaroslav, I know you're listening to this.
Do you?
I lost my other special thing. If you know what I mean. I lost it.
What?
What can I do?
What?
Yaros knows. Please.
Special thing?
What?
You know, there's like a special thing.
Do you mean the other dog tag?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't want to say that, but
why
yeah,
did
I
you
lost
say
my
that
Yaros.
so strangely?
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, man.
Special
Like you lost your special thing, and Yaroslav can
In my
help
special
you, man.
place.
I want
Yeah.
another one. I lost it in Philadelphia.
How did you lose it? That was yours. So you mean on that last day, we're like, whose is this? Whose is this? And you're like, not mine. Whose is this? Not mine. It was yours.
Yes.
Oh,
Asees.
Asees, you beautiful baby boy.
Damn it.
Asees, I can send you one because I took a couple home.
My
There
baby
was a lot
boy.
left.
Thank you.
Who has the whole bag of them?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Jack did.
Buy a
I
couple.
probably
then.
have yours, Asees. No one
I
was
forgot
taking
mine.
it. I was like, I'll take the bag.
Did we
It's
I've
such
already
a
sent a
cool
couple
thing.
out.
in the Airbnb?
I've already sent a couple out to people.
Really?
Yeah, we
I thought
I have. Yeah.
Isn't it still
We-
secret though? Sort of.
Did we leave a print in the Airbnb?
I feel like we
as
did.
a thank you.
No, I think I
Here's
took
a
it.
Lost World 20th anniversary.
I think I took
print.
it. We did leave a swan though. We did leave a large.
Look at
and we
mine.
put-
Oh,
God.
a
And
swan
I
with
just
the
realized-
Chronicle Rex on.
I just realized, didn't we leave bagels underneath the swan?
Oh no, those are gonna go bad, my friend. Unless Laura finds them.
I would
Nah, 'cause
imagine
she was in there the first day. She
Hillary.
wouldn't leave the swan. would
Hillary.
she?
Hillary.
Asees.
Laura.
It's Hillary.
I think I'm pretty sure it's Laura.
No, it's
I-
Hillary.
Lolly Laura. Why have
Definitely.
I been saying
she-
Lolly Laura the
she's-
entire time?
Because
Ryan, didn't she say the room looked really good?
So we got one. I put the Airbnb in my name, and I got one email because these rowdy boys were being
Literally just me and Derek.
crazy at 5 a.m. So she was just like, "Hey, if you can just shut up, that'd be great." So,
Keep it
but after the
Very
email,
fair enough.
after we all left, she was like, "Place looks great, and thank you so much. I got my full deposit back, so thank you guys. Appreciate that."
Yeah, me,
Shout
Alex,
out,
and Chris.
Shout out to
made
Maisie because she also helped us clean up.
Amazing.
And
She-
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
she
the
better
newest
have.
member, by the way. She couldn't make the episode, neither could Josh, but she's looking to get onto the next one, I think.
Could you imagine if if it was just me, Alex, and Chris
oh
trying
my,
to clean
like
up?
all of us just trying to use a mop.
Because you
All
remember,
of
Chris,
us-
she'd wiped and mopped the
She
entire
mopped the-
kitchen
yeah.
floor, and me and you went outside with our shoes on.
She
and
did?
Just walked back through the
Yeah,
kitchen.
we just walked back and left muddy
Muddy
She's the real
shoes.
all-star.
What was I doing?
You're in the shower,
Sleeping.
You're missing me, bud. You're
sleeping
missing me.
still. I don't know,
Oh, man.
but yeah, she
So-
just
that apartment
looked
was
at
cool.
us. Jack, she just gave us the worst look ever. She was like, "Really, guys?"
Because you and I didn't even realize.
Whatever.
We looked down and we saw this trail that we'd left.
And we're like,
We
"Oh."
provided alcohol and shelter for her, so that's the least she could do.
And-
Ryan, don't
And
you feel
Subway
bad for leaving
tokens.
early, though?
In
We
Subway
left too early, I
tokens.
think.
You came
yeah,
too
we
late
left
and you
early.
left too
Aziz and
early.
I-
Yes.
Yeah. Next time, we'll get there early, I think, me and Ryan.
Next time it'll be flawless.
Next time,
Which is
I-
Okay,
literally
so-
in 3 months, I think, right? 3 months? 4 months?
3 months.
Yeah.
what's
Yeah,
what's in
next
3
week.
months? What's in
let's
3
talk
months?
about let's talk about our journey home, Chris, where Asees took us to New Jersey instead of back to the Airbnb.
That wasn't me,
That
that
was
was Derek.
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 Shout out
So
to
me and
Derek
Chris jumped in the
Sternzik.
car with Derek, and me and Chris sat in the back, very tired, carrying equipment. We sat down, like, finally we can relax for 10
I
minutes
carried the equipment.
back to the apartment. And the next thing we know, the GPS is like, "Welcome to Pennsylvania."
Keep in mind, this is like 30 minutes
When did we
later.
leave?
This is like 30 minutes later. We're looking at each other. We're like, they tried to get on the same exit. It, like, what was it, 4 times? And each time
Derek messed up. It was
in
him.
the back seat. In the back seat, I'm like, "Hey, so slow down. This is your exit. Vroom. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, let's go slower. Let's get in the right lane. No need to be in the fast lane. Let's get vroom. Okay, let's turn around again. Okay, this is the exit. It has not changed. How do you not know the exit by now?"
This is a public shaming of us.
You guys are a terrible team.
No, me and Derek worked so well together. It's just we were both tired. None of us had glasses on.
I think you both
not
thought
work
you
so
worked
well
well
together.
together.
We worked so well together. We got in
You
trouble the next
stayed up
morning.
late and got us told off.
Yeah, it's because we're so good together. We just chit chatted the entire time.
Oh, we all
You know, we were
stayed
figuring
up
out the
late
game
that
plan.
night. You guys, we probably went to sleep at what, 4:30, and then
It was about 5. It was about 4:35.
No, because I got a message from Jack that was like, "Hey, baby boy, let me know what time you want to wake up so we can tour Philly town. I want to see that dank shit," or something like that. And it was at 5. It was at 5:30 in the morning, and I was like, "Jack went to bed
5:30 we
after
went to bed.
5:30 in the morning." And of course, nobody got up until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I think I messaged you worried because it was so late. I was like, I want to explore Philly.
You're like,
for
hey,
the day.
I want to explore Philly.
Yeah, and
Wake me up, 10 o'clock. And I'm like, no way is he going to be awake.
Yeah, we got up at noon. We got up at noon
We
on
started the
the
drink
spot.
train right away, though. There's no pause. There was like a quick break, a cheeky break, and then we started drinking right away.
No, honestly, we would have got out of the house way sooner if there was more than one bathroom. Because, I mean, just like everyone getting their showers
Yeah.
and everything like that, with
That's on me.
one
That's 100%
tiny
on me.
little bathroom, that's what kind of would slow us down.
Yeah, Laura failed me. Next time you guys pick the house,
Who is Laura?
I don't know.
Laura,
Yeah.
Hillary. God
I
damn
keep-
it.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it was Lolly Laura.
it's
That's why I kept
Hillary.
saying
I thought
Lolly
Laura
Laura the
was
entire trip.
I thought Laura
You
was the
said
girl
Laura,
you were
we
chasing in
corrected you.
Canada.
Oh, we can't bring that up. We gotta cut that out. Okay, that's a cut mark.
So
in
guys,
it.
let's talk about the exhibition. So if you head to
I-
JurassicOutpost.com, you can view some pictures. There's a gallery coming up very soon with the professional pictures that Tim took, and there's loads of other pictures on there because Brian put up the picture of us at the after party. So there's a group of fans that stayed around there. That's a really cool picture. Yaroslav took a picture of the Outpost boys, minus Alex. And there's some really cool pictures on there, and there's a couple of video reviews, and then obviously there's the official Jurassic World gallery on there too.
Yes.
That was
So,
so cool. That was a trip.
And we still have a
Yeah.
lot of photos to go through. Alex needs to upload his photos because he apparently has a bunch of cool ones.
Alex,
I'm off
upload them.
Friday, I'll do it. I swear.
Yeah, guys, I created that OneDrive, and it's a 1 terabyte OneDrive. So get your stuff in there. There's about 10 gigs worth of Outpost stuff on there right now.
Ooh, yeah.
Because a few of us have uploaded our pictures and videos. I've uploaded all the Instagram stories as well, which we saved.
Oh, really? I need to go look at
Including
that.
the shit.
I have to watch those.
We got it saved? That's going to be like my...
That one.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be,
I saved
that's gonna be my
I
ringtone.
saved that, man. I saved it about 4 times because I was worried because it was so good.
Jack, is there not a picture of me on the floor when I was drunk the first night?
Yeah, there's like
I got a
7.
picture of you drunk
There's
on the
7.
floor,
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
one.
where you're passed out.
I hope that was on the main Instagram page.
No, no, dude, I wouldn't Instagram that stuff. I just
Actually, we
saved
should
it
have. That would have been
myself.
so funny. I
Some
would
of it
have
was
had more
in this-
fans, I think.
I think...
We almost Instagrammed some really bad stuff. Let's be honest.
Not
was
okay.
some
Really
bumps,
bad.
wasn't
Really
there?
bad makes it sound worse than what it was.
Yeah, as long as we have some
podcast
photos
has bad
of,
stuff in it, man. Our podcast.
as long
I
as
had
we
to
have
cut
photos
that
of
bad boy
Aziz cuddling with the pie. We just need some photo evidence of that.
I think there's
Alex
pictures
was
of
cuddling
that
me
on
too. Everyone was cuddling me. I'm a cuddly person. Jack was
You
in there
are.
too. Don't lie.
But especially the pie. You loved that Reese's pie.
Oh my God.
Aziz
Why?
every night would get a little buzzed and then go to the fridge because we had
A little buzzed is an understatement.
a Reese's cake pie in there, and he'd grab it, eat a few bites, and then
Fall
fall
asleep.
asleep with it.
And
then-
the
but
worst
then
part
you
is-
guys would
Better
eat.
imagine
the worst part
than
is-
that pie. It was amazing.
The worst part is the
Continued
last
to
night
eat it.
we ate it. We ate it all.
Yeah,
Even
was
though
not
he-
good, but
even though
it's
it's
a
together.
trip.
Slept with it.
There he
we
is.
still
There's
ate
that
it.
baby boy asleep on the floor. Baby boy.
How
Baby
is
boy.
he
Baby
sleeping
boy.
like
I love
that?
Man, I love being the baby boy of the group. I love it. I have no responsibility.
I don't know
Oh,
why
man,
we
he's
ate
out.
that pie though. After you slept with it so many times,
So
I slept
sick.
with it twice, 2 nights in a row.
seemed like a good idea. At the time, it really.
Oh,
What? I'm not
Maisie
gross.
loved
That
that.
was like
showered.
after.
Check
That was
out-
after it got
check out-
sprayed with like air freshener also.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good pie by the end of it.
But it was very
too
good when it
warm.
started.
Why was it so
was,
hot?
It was so warm.
Aziz
had a bite.
had snuggled that
I
pie.
had a
Listen,
bite. It
I'm a
was
snuggle.
so warm.
By the way, that pie was Orion's birthday cake, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
birthday,
Yeah,
Ryan.
man.
I don't
I'm
think
glad we
Ryan
got to
got
celebrate.
much of it. I think Aziz dominated that pie.
I had one bite, and
I had
Aziz
several
the
bites.
rest.
I didn't dominate the pie.
You snuggled. You snuggled that pie.
Yeah, you
He
love
snuggled.
that
He
pie.
snuggled you also, Jack. There's that picture of.
And Alex, I snuggled everyone except for Chris and Maisie and Ryan.
So you mean you?
So half the group.
So you half of us.
I did get a snuggle. It
You,
was quite
you gave me
comfortable, actually.
you
I
gave
won't
me some
lie.
nice snuggles though at a point, Asees.
I kissed you,
He's a-
didn't I?
he's a
You got
smooth-
the Oscar prize.
Got a picture of that.
Jesus.
I did. Yeah,
Okay.
you did.
So let's talk about let's shift
Aziz
away.
snuggling.
Yeah, let's just shift away from this.
Yeah, this is gonna be a chaotic podcast. It's already a
Guys,
we can tell.
so head to JurassicOutpost.com and view the galleries. There's more videos.
Oh yeah, we're on
We've
the
got videos of
podcast,
Connor
aren't we?
interview that we've got to compile. We've got the behind the scenes interview of the exhibition. We've got to compile. We're all very busy trying to put all this stuff together, but it's coming, and there are more pictures coming, and there's some really good stuff on there. And obviously, if you took pictures that we haven't seen, oh my god, especially if they're of Asees, send them to us.
Asees cam is coming.
Oh,
Yes, as well as Asees wore a GoPro for half the day. So
there's a bit of a worry on that, though.
Yeah, it's,
we're
it's
afraid he
Alex's
went to
worry.
the
It's not my
bathroom.
worry. I don't mind if he.
I'm looking forward
Asees
to
is
it.
confident enough.
I'm confident in
The
what I have.
worry is Asees may have not turned off the GoPro when he used the bathroom. We're
Yeah,
not
there's
sure.
someone else
out.
in the bathroom too, so that's going to be a problem.
We'll find out. It would be facing the wall. It's not like his chest is pointing down.
I mean, you never
It would
know.
be-
We don't
it'd be
know.
still-
What
Yeah,
Asees
happens.
does.
Man, we don't know.
yeah, we'll find out.
But
But
stay tuned for a special Jurassic Outpost surprise one day, so we'll see what happens.
the biggest thing is, like, we want to try and do this again, obviously, especially just to get the Outpost boys back together, an excuse. But I mean, as we know, it's going to be traveling for 5 years. The only other next location that we know of is Chicago. So if we can try to do this again in Chicago and pull up the crew from basically the Midwest and try and get more people out, then I mean, I think Jurassic or Universal really was impressed with how well it went. At least that was the impression that we got.
We hope.
And yeah, we would just love to do it again. So we're going to continue to hype the crap out of this event just so we can try to do it again, possibly again in the future. So
Yeah.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, like I said, check out the article and send us your pictures if you got them, because we love looking.
Yeah,
at
no,
them.
absolutely, please, and
Yeah,
tag
just
yourself
again,
in photos if we
Yeah, tag
if we got
yourself.
photos of you. Tag them so we know who you are.
And as far as the event goes, it went so well. As obviously we had a great time, but at the actual event, it was so good. It was so great to meet you all, and I said it in the article, but honestly, it was awesome. So thank you so much for all that came. It was a really cool turnout. So we're really grateful for that. But I think we should talk about Jurassic World 2.
Oh shit!
Let me tell you this, by the way.
It sounded so angry. Oh shit!
No, wait,
shit.
wait. Before we do Jurassic World 2, very important. Oh, very quick. Let's get it out of the way so we can stay on Jurassic World 2. Let me do this, Jack, if you don't mind. Ooh, thank you so much. Jurassic Park, we've all seen the movie. I've seen it once now, officially once. It's been out for almost
Lies.
25 years now. I think we're at 24. Next year is the 25th anniversary, and Universal has officially confirmed a Jurassic Park 25th anniversary something. There's this logo out there right now. There's a cool calendar. I'll let Chris take over because I think he knows stuff. Go ahead, Chris.
I don't know where you're going with this.
The calendar.
Oh, are we just talking about 25th anniversary in general?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jurassic Park 20. Good call. I just wasn't sure if you were going in like a direction, like segueing here.
No.
Yeah, no. So next year is Jurassic Park's 25th anniversary. It's going to be a big thing for Universal. I think all of their partners are involved. As far as I understand, Chronicle Collectibles is going to have some stuff for it. I imagine Mattel is going to have some stuff for it. I imagine basically everyone is going to do things for it. So it's going to be a big event. I believe the movie's going back into theaters. I assume there's going to be a new Blu-ray collection. We've heard buzz about possibly some new stuff at the theme parks finally getting a makeover. So I think it's going to be a big deal. It's going to coincide with Jurassic World 2 very nicely. It's going to be a very big celebration, honestly.
2018 is the Jurassic year.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And that was actually something that Universal, a lot of people, we talked to them and other people were talking to them at the event, and they just kind of kept hearing, like, you guys are going to like 2018. 2018 is where things really, like, people were like, so what about toys? They're like, 2018. What about comics? So 2018. Like, I think 2018 is going to be that year where things really, like, kick into gear.
And, of course, if nothing does kick off, at the end of the day, we know we've got a 25th anniversary wall calendar. So,
Oh my god.
And the font is right. I can confirm now the font is correct.
Oh, yeah, we did. We
Since you don't know
finally...
about fonts.
Well, no, we finally got him to see the J.
Alex finally taught me. No one else could do it except
It
for
was
Alex.
in the
so
exhibit. Just
congratulations.
all of a sudden, it's like a light
oh, that's
bulb
right.
came
When we were
on.
waiting for when we were waiting to go in
Yeah.
to the exhibition. But it's amazing that it took you this long, Asees, because it's so obvious.
It's not obvious. Alex had to point out to me. I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. And all he said was, the J is broken. Then I saw it. I'm like, oh, the J is broken.
I don't understand how that's the one that got you to see it, but,
It's perfect.
Listen, I don't mind the Jurassic World font on Jurassic World logos because it is kind of its own font.
Here we go again.
It's its own font. I mean, it's Jurassic World. It's just weird when they put it on a Jurassic Park logo because it's like that's not what the Jurassic Park logo looked like.
Here's the thing. I've seen the movie a few times. One time, okay. If it took me so long to figure out that the font was broken or different, I think general audiences won't care.
Asees, you didn't know what day our own event was. Or the time.
Most people
that
won't
was the
notice
time.
it.
You're like, okay, I'm sorry.
No,
Can I just
most
say,
people
though,
won't notice it.
No,
but
Shout out to
we-
U.S. Customs. I barely got into the country.
Oh God, you got into the country just fine.
No, I didn't have a question for 10 minutes.
It could have been worse.
But you got into the country.
Dude,
And
it took me and Alex
that's-
more than 10 minutes.
That's
Really?
usually how long
Me
it takes
ages.
for Americans.
Who
to
booked
get
your
back in.
hotel? Why did you book the hotel? Alex booked the
TripAdvisor.
hotel, and because it was cheap.
In that
And
case, shout out
because
to
we
US
need
Customs
somewhere
for
to
letting me in
stay.
faster.
Yeah.
So we, I mean, with this year's also 20th anniversary of the Lost World, so let's not forget that.
Yes,
That's
it
going to be
is.
coming up
Never
next
made.
month. That's in a few weeks, actually. Holy
God.
crap!
Hey, okay, guys, we all got to get together again.
Yep.
I'm
so
down for
Lost
it.
World 20th.
Hawaii will meet up.
No, my
It's
house,
May 18th,
my house,
right?
my
Nah,
house.
it'd be California Redwoods, man.
Oh yeah, let's do California.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go to the
yeah.
Redwoods. Let's go have a giant
That would
screen
be-
out there. See
No,
what
but the
trouble.
mansion. Hammond's mansion is my mansion.
That's true.
Where did they film Hammond's mansion in Lost
New
World?
York.
My house
Oh,
before it
it's
was
a school.
created.
It's a school.
Yeah.
It's a
It
school.
was a school.
Hammond lived in a school.
Basically.
Very
yeah.
nice school. Very nice.
Cold
school.
man, lots of young ladies.
Oh.
This suit costs more than your education.
Best movie.
That's
But-
happening. It's happening again.
We, but aside from the Lost World this year, Jurassic Park 25th
That's not
next
the
year.
problem.
What?
What is
what is
the
the problem?
problem?
Damn it! See, you take me out.
Velociraptors.
Velociraptors. Let's talk about what we
That's
do
not the
know,
problem. Sorry.
which is
It's never going to happen, man.
let's talk about what we do know, which is
What do we know about?
some photos that were
Okay.
dropped.
Yeah. Wait, we've got things to talk about before that. I think like Tyrannosaurus Rex confirmed back by Colin Trevorrow.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
wrote
yeah.
the
Okay,
article.
well, if we're gonna go
So,
in
a tweet-
chronological
go on,
order,
you
then.
read it out. Oh, go on, Alex.
Oh.
Have the floor.
Alex.
Okay, I got this.
Finally,
So,
do something.
Read my article. Read my article.
So like someone, I can't think if it was a man or a woman, tweeted Colin, asking if the Rexy from Jurassic World and Jurassic Park was going to be back, because her daughter really wanted to know, and there was a really sweet picture of her daughter asleep with a stuffed cuddly T-Rex, and Colin tweeted back, if I can find it.
Confirmed.
I think it was just
I think.
confirmed. Full
Tell her
stop.
when she wakes
Tell her
up.
when she
Tell her
wakes
when
up,
she wakes up.
which is really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aziz
so,
wrote an
yeah,
article
that's-
about it, which I claim credit for.
I wrote
I
that
don't
while we
think
were
we,
drinking at the Hard Rock. With the,
So that was
with the
pretty funny,
thing.
right? So we were talking about how news. I think Derek said, "How funny would it be if news dropped and you're all together in one room?"
Yeah, we're all
And then
just
news
out.
dropped, and we were all like, "Well,
Well, shit.
it's our day off."
Yeah, we.
Not for me, though.
But then
Not for me.
Asees actually wrote it, and then he couldn't get it on the website,
He
so
couldn't log
Alex
in.
Alex commandeered all of Asees' writing and posted it as his own.
Yeah.
that's a team. That's a team
See,
effort.
that is teamwork. That is truly teamwork.
Yeah, it is.
But
Yeah,
I
it is.
know, so I think it's interesting. It very much specified Rexy, like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, Isla Nublar. So I think that is the final, confirmation of whatever you're looking for. Yeah, Jurassic World 2 is going to be on Isla Nublar, at least in some,
Capacity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the whole movie's going to be there, but it's definitely going to take place there for a bit. Because
Yeah.
that's where we last saw this Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it'd be kind of weird if she's elsewhere.
She's old.
She's on
so
Sorna
old.
now, ready to fight the Spinosaurus, take it now to reclaim the title for best prize fighter, 2012.
Spinosaurus is probably dead.
Spinosaurus.
Excuse you. Absolutely excuse you.
Probably died of a disease, something weak.
Yeah.
like just
The X
probably
disease, bros.
Spinosaurus
Probably
probably
just-
just keeled over.
yeah
I
weak. Lysine.
Well,
it was the only one that the lysine deficiency took place because it sucks. It's so weak.
It refused to eat the plants.
Yeah.
Oh, can we just talk about
no,
for
I
a second?
think,
Just for a second. Excuse me, just for a second. This is important.
Excuse me.
Listen,
you.
listen.
We're gonna do some deep cut Jurassic Park lore here, okay?
Okay.
We've never done this before. Never ever. This is the first
Okay.
time. First for everything. You know how Henry Wu is like the best geneticist in the world. He can bring back dinosaurs to life.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like the hardest task you can do in like in genetics, right? In biochemistry, you have to be like a wizard, a warlock, even.
I don't know.
but-
Asees, ask your mum.
No.
Keep going. Keep going.
My mom says yes.
Your
but-
mom.
My mom's a biochemist. Excuse you. But he can't do the simple thing of like blocking one enzyme. Is that not like a plot hole or something? That's so stupid to me. Is it not stupid to you guys?
Well, if you read, the books, they kind of explain
I've never
it.
read
It's a little bit different. It's because the animals got the lysine from the flora on the island, and then the carnivores ate the herbivores. Basically,
And then the carnivores, they eat the herbivores.
yeah.
Oh,
Why would Hammond send 2 teams?
But, yeah,
No.
Side of that chopper.
this is why
I
I'm
don't
not
get that.
good at
If you,
Jurassic
if
World,
Aziz,
guys.
if you
Hammond
watch The
said
Lost
2
World,
teams.
you,
I want to
you
apologize
would
to
know
everyone
more
for
Yeah,
about.
yeah, they also-
I don't know anything about Jurassic Park.
they also say it in the Lost World, but yeah, it's very spelled out in the books, but in the movie
He goes-
as well.
You know what? Let's talk
Yeah.
about Ponda Baba and why he was on Jeddah. Let's talk about some Star Wars lore then, yeah? Let me
No.
redeem myself.
No.
No.
So
Rogue
just
One
going back
sucked.
to the T-Rex though.
No!
Brad Jost
You're
discussed
absolutely
this on his
wrong.
latest podcast, saying that he thinks that this is going to be the last film with the T-Rex in.
Who
As in
thinks
the
that?
infamous T-Rex from the first one.
Well, she's
Brad
old.
Jost was discussing it on his latest podcast.
Oh yeah,
He thinks it's going to be a send-off, a goodbye.
we all think that. It's kind of weird how we all think that. I don't understand why we're all thinking that, but we.
She's an old lady now. Let her sleep. You know,
It's the Empire
she's
Strikes
done.
Back for Rexy. She's going to go out like a champion doing...
She's
Dak
gonna
hands.
find out
So
the
I'm actually-
Spinosaurus is her father.
She's Dak.
Oh, no.
No, she's
Well, you got to
Dak.
think about this though. You got to think like we in a Jurassic Park movie, we've never had one specific dinosaur die. Do you know what I mean? Like of old age,
Yeah.
death that isn't human related.
Well,
It
you
would
don't.
be cool if she just did die peacefully.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
What if she's an
Obviously,
animatronic?
you got the apatosaur, but that was kind of because of the Indominus.
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
really count. I'm talking about dying of natural causes.
You think?
And that's,
you think they're just gonna show
that's
her
something that
keel over dead? Like,
I hope so.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it would
think
be cool.
maybe.
That'd be
It
sad.
could be cool
Maybe.
to see like what they did with the book where when Grant and company and the kids came across the Rex sleeping on the rock next to the river.
Mm-hmm.
That was such an iconic scene in the book, and we all know from recent scripts or
Storyboards.
that was almost a part of the movie. It would be kind of cool to see Rexy just kind of walk. She knows, like dogs know when it's their time, and sometimes they'll find a spot to kind of curl up and pass away.
Sort
If
of like
she-
how Bigfoots do to hide
If-
their carcasses.
yeah, exactly.
That.
But if she just laid by the river, put her head on a rock, and then just died.
and
Oh,
But
dude, I
want that.
we'd all cry.
I want that.
I mean, Asees cried at Jurassic World. But
Stop.
could you imagine him in Jurassic World too? I mean,
just as the Apatosaurus music plays.
Oh man.
Oh, what if he walks by like the main group of guys and just like walks by her like casually,
Good group of boys.
and then she just like that'd be so that's so hype, dude. I want that.
yeah, as if like, I'm too old to
Yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah.
And imagine
Good
if the
luck.
head is animatronic.
Good
and
luck
they
on
walk
your
like,
adventures.
oh my
Like,
God.
I'm out. I am out.
I'm off here. I'm gonna pop my clogs.
No,
I'm
and
done.
she's
Yeah, she knows.
she's had some injuries. I think though. So, so something that I've been thinking about is I was thinking, we believe Main Street's returning in Jurassic World 2. Wouldn't it be
we know
cool
it,
since
right?
yeah, wouldn't it be cool though, since we know that she was like the one dinosaur that had an attraction on Main Street? Wouldn't that be cool if that's her territory? If like she set up her like quote unquote nest, like where she was
that'd be
kept,
amazing.
and like
Yeah,
like
that'd
the
be
whole
T-Rex
whole
Kingdom is
main
her domination.
and whole Main
Wait,
Street
wait.
is like her territory
Chris?
and everything along
Yeah.
those lines. And
You all right? You okay?
Cough it up,
Why
bro,
do you
cough it
always
up.
choke?
I just
you
sorry,
always choke.
I am back. I
You're a
am
podcast.
back. I think I just like ate a bug.
You're like, I got
Why?
to.
Why did you do that?
Last podcast, he's like, I got to bump in a T-Rex.
I just hadn't talked
Like,
in
what?
a while, and my voice was apparently like weak. And
that was so funny and then you were like, there was free drink.
Yeah.
Talking about what was
Go
good
listen
about
to
the
episode
event.
49.5, guys. It's a special one. I hosted it, I edited it, and it was good. It was a fun.
It's
one.
pretty special.
you did pretty well with it.
I mean, that was an episode that genuinely needed editing as well. That was an episode.
I mean, censoring.
I said
It was
some bad
originally
things.
an
How
hour and a
long
half
was it-
long.
How long was
We
it
narrowed it
before
down to
the,
20.
I think it
before
was
the edits?
30 something minutes. 30.
Yeah,
How long was it afterwards again?
Like
I think
less
it's
than
19.
20. Yeah. It's a fun episode though. It's a really fun episode.
I really wish you could have just left the part in though, where you just went off on Maisie for having her shoes on.
You got your
Yeah,
dirty
let me explain this. I was sleeping on the couch because I picked the house. I made a big mistake, so I get the couch. Excuse me, I failed. Then Maisie, our newest cast member, Maisie, she put her dirty Philadelphia subway shoes on my sleeping headspace.
Asees, that couch was covered in pie. What do you care?
You saw the subway system. It was gross. A pie is a beautiful thing, okay?
I don't see how you defended yourself right there, but
Why? The
'cause
subways are gross.
Because pie, dirty feet. I mean,
Dirty feet
you
and a
slept
pie,
with
how
that
dare
thing
you.
for 3 days, Aziz.
I mean,
3 days, and then Maisie went to town on it, which was funny because she got a little drunk and she's like, "Oh, you guys have pie?" And we go, "Yeah, we do have pie." And we even told her that Aziz had been sleeping with it, and we told her the conditions in which it had been basically thriving in, and she was like, and she just took like
know what?
5
We all
it
know-
was
we all know
after
what
she
she said.
started going
How
at
was
Call me
it.
attractive. We all
again.
know that. I was an attractive boy. I'm not a disgusting girl.
It was after she started going at it that I was like, you know what? I can have some pie also. And that's like when we all basically just gave up our integrity and ate this warm, dirty pie.
It's not dirty, guys. I'm a clean boy. I shower.
It was pretty warm, Aziz.
It was so warm. I've never had a warmer pie in
It's
my
5
life.
guys in one room. In
I
one
love
house.
how we almost it was like we were waiting for her to see if she'd if something would happen to her.
Yeah, we all waited a
We
few
all-
She
minutes.
gave
We're
us
all
the all
watching her
clear,
as
and then
she's
we were
eating
like,
it.
right, let's dive in.
It was absolutely a public shaming of me. Absolutely.
Oh.
So let's talk about Hawaii. So there's new set pictures have shown construction has begun on the Kualoa Ranch in Hawaii. This was Asees's article.
His triumphant return, if you will.
So it's nothing at the moment. It's a couple of half a mile
Wild
maybe from
wall.
the gyrosphere station.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's just some wood really at the moment that's forming what
Yeah.
looks like a garage or like a monorail entry.
It's a box.
Yeah.
Could be a giant
It
holding
actually,
pen.
the more I look at it now, the more it looks like the entrance of a tunnel.
Oh, yeah, kinda.
Jack, you're
Because
smart.
it's
the
heading
hill, yeah.
into.
I guess so.
into
But
the-
do you remember when we saw like the first construction for the helipad? We definitely
yeah.
just did. We never get it right. When we look at like the wooden structures, we're like, okay, this is what it is, and we're like, what the hell is a helipad? So
Yeah, but to be fair, this does look like the sort of the entrance
These-
of
it's
like
clearer pictures,
a monorail
for
track or
sure.
something.
You know what's funny is if you look at it,
Pizza.
it could, and you look at our logo, the Outpost logo.
Oh, same angle.
It's
they're
the
building
Outpost.
It's
a
like-
logo in real life. IRL.
It's what if they're
us.
building an outpost?
They're building us, guys. We made it. We've done it.
Because it's got the Hawaii, it's got the mountain backdrop. It's like almost picturesque of what our logo is. If you guys look at our logo right now and see the building, watch. They're gonna just make an outpost. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, no.
you imagine?
I'm looking
That
at
would be
it,
cool.
and it is definitely a wooden structure that is being built.
Correct. He's got you.
Um,
there. It's
It's
correct.
rectangular, and it's got angles coming out of its mouth.
Yes. Well.
Yep.
Yes.
It is a structure.
It
It is a
made out
structure,
of wood.
and it's made of wood. So that's confirmed.
Wood
Let's
confirmed.
move on.
Jurassic
So,
World 2.
Asees, do you want to talk about your
I do.
today's article?
Yes,
yeah, I do,
stick
bro.
with what's in the
Articles in a row.
article.
I wrote 3 articles, in fact. Boys, I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, but the first one we really count as Alex's.
I did a lot of
Fine.
editing.
I'm still back, though. I'm still back, boys.
I had a bit of an edit on that article as well on Asees's phone.
I did a little bit of editing.
I was
I
babbed
did
up.
a
I
little
won't
bit.
lie. We were drinking. We were drinking at the Hard Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a few pints.
Oh yeah, we were.
A few pints with the Jurassic boys.
And
Also,
a few other people.
Before we do the article I
else
did
is that?
today or yesterday, sorry, I wanted to quickly mention that Josh wrote an article about a casting call in Hawaii. They were looking for extras for a Tom Hardy movie and another untitled movie. Or was it Ancient Futures? I can't remember. But the point
It
is,
was
No,
untitled.
It's
Yeah,
untitled.
they said major motion picture.
Yeah, which has to be
which
Jurassic
filmed
World.
in 2014, blah, 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 blah. It was so
Yeah.
obviously Jurassic World.
so
In
apparently
also,
we
the
found out
local
later,
press
yeah.
confirmed it was Jurassic World.
Boom, there you go. They were looking for, I think, body doubles or stunt doubles, from what I recall correctly, right?
Yeah, it didn't seem like an actual casting call. It seemed more like they need people
Stand-ins.
to stand in and that kind of thing.
Which is interesting, right? Cause,
It's very interesting. So
yeah.
I would, find the articles by Josh. You can just search casting on the website, top left. Have a look, because if you're in Oahu, it would be worth checking out. And then you can, take illegal pictures and send them to everybody on Twitter.
Yeah, it's
Which
that is
we
one of the
obviously
things.
not approved.
So that
It's funny because when they were filming Jurassic World, they actually put stickers on everybody's iPhones so they couldn't take pictures.
that's smart.
Well,
Those tab stickers, so that if you take them off, it shows that you've taken it off.
yeah.
we do have to we do have to throw it out there that use your best judgment when taking photos and posting photos. That's all I'm going to say. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of stuff being built currently in Hawaii. We have a lot of people already in the UK, and the thing that I think we're all on the same page about is like we're a news source. We're a news source for the Jurassic fans,
yeah.
but we have to balance what we see and what we can, because we get just excited when we see pictures. I mean, individually we're like, oh yeah, show us more. But
Yeah.
but as the Outpost goes, like we have to be careful about, because if imagine if you're production and you see these pictures.
And you have a surprise. You have a story you want to tell.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing. Like once I see it, like I can't stop myself from being excited and geeking out over it. Like that's
Exactly.
the truth of it. But there is a part of me that goes, "Oh, what a bummer!" Like I feel bad for like Colin and JA, especially with some of the more recent things that happened. Like I'm not like mad at anyone or anything like that. I'm like because I'm like
No.
I'm like looking at this. I'm like this is so cool. But I'm like, what a bummer that it happened this way. Like. It's one of those things.
Security could be tighter. Honestly, like Aziz and I were kind of talking about how funny it is that, I mean, some of the people who are in the UK right now are saying, yeah, I took photos, but I mean, I was chased by some guards and some crew members. But I mean, they're not really doing high
or anything.
I saw
I think
somebody
Raptor
say
Chaser
that
was
on-
someone. I think he was chased by someone, wasn't he?
I think
somebody was chased.
Wait, was he? I think
Or
he
they
was
said that they were
by a
chased.
raptor.
chased.
No, I think he was.
Oh, yes,
I think he
oh,
was
the
joking
hybrid
around.
brothers.
I think he was joking around about. Unless I.
Well, if not, then I mean that just shows that like security isn't very tight. So
The thing is,
it's,
though, in the area they're filming is a completely public space, and they knew that when they chose it.
Exactly.
So they had to expect that there would be pictures, and they're building
Exactly.
some very iconic stuff. Big open gates, massive surrounding wall for this mansion, and apparently, I heard this evening that they're obviously we can talk about this because we've talked about it before. They're building
Exclusive
that
post
mansion.
coming up.
They weren't going to build a gate or entryway, but when they saw the track leading up to it surrounded by the pine trees, they were like, we've got to do this. We've got to make use of this driveway.
Really?
This long.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I
Which is pretty good.
I didn't know that. That explains why that's also in a public space, because people apparently ride their horses through there. If you go on Instagram and you like search like ancient features of Jurassic World 2, you'll see all these people like posting selfies like rode my horse through the Jurassic World 2 set today again, like
Yeah.
and it's just like
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
And let's speculate. So this mansion, whose mansion is it?
It's Azize's.
Johnny Hammond, except for mine, Johnny Hammond.
See,
could be anybody.
'cause I'm liking to think that because it's surrounded by pine trees, that
On
maybe
Sorna?
it gives us an indication that it's on Sorna.
That would
yeah.
be
Jack,
neat.
listen.
But
Yes, man. I hope so.
that would be ideal, and it's just not going to happen.
That
Well,
would
in the
be-
books, Hammond had his own manor in the
Exactly.
park, and we never. The idea of that is really cool, because even Masrani, you would think could have like a cool
Bungalow.
modern
No,
bungalow.
this seemed more
I mean,
old
if
school,
Owen
though.
lived in
Masrani
that
was, like,
shack,
more flashy,
Masrani
wasn't
could
he?
be in a.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, Hammond could have like, I mean, from what we've seen in the photos recently, and it's still kind of hard to tell, but it is starting to look a little more aged, like it
Yeah.
hasn't been well kept, which obviously, I mean, if we start to see some vines thrown all over it, it's going to be like, bingo, this is an abandoned manor,
Yeah.
probably in the park. But it would be so cool to be like, Hammond had something in his old bungalow or manor, and it's on Nublar, and we have
I mean,
to
even
go.
in Trespasser, they had on Sauna. They had Hammond's. He had an estate. He had a manor type place
Yeah.
there that was abandoned. So, I really hope that's something we see.
That'd be so
How cool would that be?
That'd be
How
so cool.
would
I
it
don't
be,
see it
man?
being on the island. Like, it just doesn't seem likely. But
it
Oh, shut up!
Right, Alex. Absolutely no.
Alex.
I'm sorry.
But the thing is like when we look at the picture that Colin posted, it's hard for me not to think that that's in the manor because there's a lot of similarities in terms of just how it looks both on the inside and outside, and you can see some interior shots of from the opposite side of the manor being built, and it almost looks like they are kind of building somewhat of an interior.
Yeah, I was looking at that as well. That was very
and so it's hard for me not to think that is where the skeletons are, and that little girl, presumably Lucy, is standing, and that is well kept. So I don't know. It could be anybody's, but it would be so cool to see if it was if it went to Hammond's.
I just don't think it's going to be Hammond's. I think it's going to be, like I said, I imagine I saw that picture and the dinosaurs on display. There is something a little dark about that, especially that Fakosaurus Triceratops. And it almost seems like the antithesis, an antithetical character, like the opposite, the reflection, a dark John Hammond type of character, someone that's like John Hammond, but like a dark reflection of John Hammond's character. Because in the movies, John Hammond, overall he was a good guy, and I'm almost imagining like the dark side Hammond. That sounds really cheesy the way I just worded that.
Well, again, novel
like
a
reflection.
JP novel. He's an asshole in the novel. I mean, he's completely different than what the Hammond Richard Attenborough did in the movie. So to see somebody that's kind of more like that Hammond, where he dies at the end. He's killed by compies because he's a dick. I mean, you want to see him die? That would be kind of cool. It's just funny that like every story seems to revolve around a billionaire or a millionaire.
Here's I nailed it. I think I got this. I think I have it. This is it. Ready, boys?
Here we go, guys.
Oh my
All
God!
right.
Here we go. This is why I was born for this. Here we go. Geraldine Chaplin. You know who she is?
Yeah.
Daughter.
Nope.
Hammond's
wife. A widow. Yeah.
Too young.
Nope.
Yeah. I think.
No, you're wrong. It's gonna be her manor.
Incorrect.
She's gonna
Why'd
recruit
you do it,
Owen.
John?
No,
She could be a daughter.
you
She
listen
could
to
honestly
me,
be
boy.
Hammond's daughter.
You listen to me.
John.
She's gonna recruit
She's
Owen and Claire.
72.
That's fine. She's gonna send Owen and Claire to the island. Go back to my old house with my old dead husband. Grab me this file, and I will give you boys some money, and you will do whatever the hell you want with the dinosaurs.
I think
She could be the daughter.
No, I think
saying
what's
daughter
going on.
still.
Someone support me on this.
Here's what I think's happening.
Do you really think Geraldine Chaplin would be his daughter? She's
No, not
72
daughter, wife.
years old.
He'd be like 90 something. That's
No,
30,
I'm with you, Asees.
Oh,
I'm
my
with
boy,
you,
30
man.
years older.
Yes.
He'd be like
Asees, I'm with you,
Thank you.
man. I said widow from the start. I just
Right on, dude.
how can it be his daughter?
It's gonna be her
Jack.
estate.
doesn't make
It's her
sense.
house.
Hammond. What? He'd be 90
He's-
something
yeah,
years old by now, and
he can marry
that's
someone
30
younger than
years
you.
difference.
Yeah, he'd be 93 years old right now.
That's perfect age to be a dad.
Yeah.
She could be his first. His
Either way, it's
his
her
daughter.
house.
It's his
The
daughter.
mansion is her house. Right?
No, my guess is the set picture that Frank Marshall posted about the We Can Save Them and Save Our Stores. You saw in the background there was a fundraising thing going on, right? So I think you've got this rich guy who has ulterior motives, who funds the operation, whatever the operation might be.
Why a rich guy? Why
But-
not a rich woman?
Well, okay, maybe a rich woman. I
That's what I'm thinking, man.
Asees, you can't have women in.
I can't
films.
shake. I guess I can't
I'm not gonna
shake
play
the
with this.
idea.
I don't want to.
I look at Ted Levine. And I'm like, I could see him as a rich villain. I guess I have that in my head. Like I have accidentally typecast him.
He's got the face.
I have
He's on the
accidentally
island. You
typecast
know
him.
it.
But
You
okay,
know he's gonna be on the island.
but anyhow, I see somebody rich with a mansion with ulterior motives who funds the
Chaplin.
operation. But the reality is they actually want to get closer to the dinosaurs or the island for their own reasons. And I think that my guess is like we'll find out their motives. Like I said, like almost like an antithesis, like the reflection of John Hammond, but as like more of a villainous character.
It's gonna be in the wife. I'm feeling it, man. We've never had an old lady character in a Jurassic Park movie, oddly enough. So I think
Plus,
this
as
is it.
well, even though, okay, fair enough. There's about 20 years between them, so
30.
it could be his daughter. It's films. It's a film.
She can be
Yeah,
85 or 90 even.
You
I
know,
just-
she could be any
I just
age,
don't
and he could be any
think
age.
we'll see a
in the film is
Hammond.
older than Richard Attenborough, I think.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sorry.
John Hammond in the film, he's older than Richard Attenborough.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Older?
You're right. Oh shoot, I have notes on his age. I forget where.
Yo,
they are.
Alex is dropping the mad fire right now with the
Yeah, how do we know his age?
He's
Yeah,
about to
no
keel
sense.
over in
He's
JP.
Roswell.
So I mean,
I
he's
think
on
he was
his
born in like
deathbed.
1913 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh man, 104.
If I'm not
Jesus.
mistaken, not the website. The movies have had 2 dates for his birth date.
It's on the wall in the Innovation Center, I think.
Yo, Alex is dropping mad fire, man.
You can't really trust Jurassic World though for canon.
Yeah,
Well,
you
but it
can.
is
Of
the
course you
canon
can.
that Jurassic World 2 will adhere
My
to.
man.
1928 is when John Hammond was born.
Oh shit!
Oh, wow.
I was way
It's the
off.
same age. It's the same as Richard Attenborough, right?
So that's 90. Hits
Richard
89.
Attenborough,
right?
yeah, Richard Attenborough was
88.
born before John Hammond, if we go by that age. But I think if you go to Masrani...
Yeah, he was. Richard Attenborough was born in 1923.
I think if you go to Masrani
John Hammond was
Global-
born in 1928.
If you go to Masrani
So
Global
I'm
in
going with
timeline...
Geraldine Chaplin being his young, beautiful at one
Let's
stage
put
in her
let's
life.
put money. Let's put money on it.
Widow.
Oh,
Second
are we
bet.
betting again? I don't want
I
to.
don't think...
Second bet.
I don't think
I
that
don't
we're
want
going
to
to
lose
see...
another bet, but I'll do it.
Wait, Alex. So do you want to talk about? Because I mean, Aziz never really did jump on the topic.
The vehicles?
We got on.
Or
We got on the manor.
I
but
wanted
there
to
were
go.
also some-
Yeah, I want to give Alex the vehicle. I wanted to just talk about the whatever the. I can't remember. I'm drunk. Thank you.
okay. So the smaller of the 2 trucks, the one that looks more like a personnel carrier, it's got canvas sides. Really curiously, and this might just be a coincidence, it has a black stripe along the cab that matches almost identically to the blue stripes on the Jurassic World G-Wagons. And I might be reading
Yes.
too much into this, but like, it's like so similar.
It really is. No, I know. What really struck me about these vehicles is there weren't any logos like
I
InGen
think
or
they
Miss
learned from the
Ronnie.
last film, like everything got spoiled.
Yeah,
didn't
they
it?
learnt the lesson.
Do you remember
Yes.
that tweet where someone was like, "Hey, InGen, I found your trucks just on the highway."
Yeah. So
Says InGen on the side of that chopper.
But I don't get that. Why?
Alex
haven't
entered
said
team.
2 teens.
Oh god.
oh my
Anyway.
god.
Where's the fire?
Holy shit!
Dr.
Malcolm.
Malcolm Base
Fire.
Camp
We should
Fire.
have re-recorded Jurassic World 2 or whatever the movie's called, Lost World.
Whatever the movie's.
Oh.
All right, let's move on. So there was those vehicles look really.
They
cool.
look they look really cool.
Very Lost World.
No, it does seem like they're dinosaur containment vehicles. Now, given Jack, we assume that they're there because it's part of the plot. Meanwhile, it could be something like the InGen Workers Village, where there's a bunch of like leftover vehicles. Like these could be dinosaur containment vehicles.
No, because these vehicles are modern.
Yeah, well, they could be
These are
no,
new.
but they could,
No,
Jurassic
actually, they're
World.
from '97 though. Technically, these are older vehicles.
I mean, these could be vehicles.
Oh, really?
They're from the '90s,
What,
yeah, mid '90s.
The military, the N10.
Yeah, the N10 is from. I think it was manufactured in the mid '90s. I'm not sure if there's a newer model, but
Controversial.
Oh,
So,
it's
like,
from
Asees.
the Swiss-
This is information that you left out in your article.
why?
So-
I wrote, did I either way, the Swiss Army uses it. It's I think it's I think 1995 was the manufacture
I
date.
thought that
So yeah.
Volvo was like a new.
I'm not. See, here's the thing. I know that's the manufacture date was 1995. I'm not sure if that vehicle is a newer model or not, but from what I saw, it looks pretty similar. So I don't know.
Well, nonetheless, even if it's newer, Jack, it could be from Jurassic World, is what I'm saying. Like, it could be leftover containment equipment from Masrani Global and InGen from before the Jurassic World event happened.
Yeah, and obviously, if we see Sauna, then it could be from
Yeah, you
another
and Sorna.
location on Sauna.
No, it could be Sorna, but yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to assume that Jurassic. InGen and InGen Masrani, they probably still do own Isla Sorna. And if so, they would probably have equipment over there. So, I mean, what I'm saying is, I guess we don't necessarily know our protagonists roll up with these vehicles. We assume they do, but for all we know, this could be set dressing for a pre-existing location.
Yeah, but Occam's razor. It's the most obvious is probably the actual thing, isn't it? It's probably the Owens people, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we can save them. Well, I mean, if you're saving the dinosaurs, I don't know where you're saving them from. Maybe you're rolling into a place and getting them out. I mean, we've had speculation articles at this point, so yeah, no, I mean, absolutely, that is probably what's going on. But I guess what I want to say is we don't know that for a fact, so we might as well
This is true.
keep our options open.
And we also saw an upside down car and a news.
Yeah, what's the deal with this?
The news station
yes.
van, which means, I mean, if news stations suggest that this is obviously going to be filmed,
Mainland.
something's going to happen on the mainland.
Well, I would assume it's a
because-
fundraiser.
No. Set visit
Fundraiser.
by news station.
No, that was a
you don't have
fictional.
Channel 22 in Britain.
That was a fictional.
This was in Britain. It's an American band.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
please don't,
it's
please don't,
fictional,
please
yeah.
don't, please don't.
Asees, we already know there's mainland stuff. It's from It's from Frank Marshall's picture when they had the fundraiser.
Oh,
No. The fundraiser, Asees. The movie opens up on mainland.
Chris, you know that Dodge Caravan that was flipped upside down? Wasn't a Dodge Caravan upside down. A
But
T-Rex
that wasn't the
Caravan.
same. That wasn't the same place as the That wasn't the same
Thank
place
God.
as the news van.
Oh my God, thank God. I don't want Lost World happening again, man. I don't want this.
But anyhow, the news van
but
again.
Remember,
Maybe.
open source.
I do.
We have open source, so we could be looking at a situation where there is not just dinosaurs on Nublar, but Wu could be back on the island or on the mainland, setting up a crazy shop, doing whatever the hell he wants. Or it could be a separate entity altogether, Bison.
Wait, how is he not a bioterrorist at this point? He's a bioterrorist. Or an eco-terrorist.
What did he
or
do
whatever.
wrong?
Yeah, Wu didn't necessarily.
His creation got loose in San Diego and killed a person or two.
Yeah, but I
wasn't his
wouldn't
fault.
put that on him.
Absolutely.
I would put that on the people responsible for keeping that thing under control. Like
You know what? It's
that,
Nick
that's
Van
some
Owen's fault. We all
containment.
know he's a real terrorist.
Nick Van
Oh my
Owen.
gosh.
Nick,
You're
Nick
that
Van
Earth
Owen.
First bastard, aren't you?
Earth first, bastard.
Earth First, what's that?
We're environmentalists.
Aziz, did you just quote Lost World?
Well, Lost World, man.
Yeah, he did.
The best
yeah, he
movie
did.
ever made, guys. Come on,
Oh,
get on my
yeah,
level,
yeah, first,
please.
He agreed.
So, aside from vehicles, let's jump into...
So let's jump into. Listen, this is going to get into a little bit of spoiler territory. Honestly, we'd probably rather this isn't a conversation that we were having at this point. We'd wish that it was probably something that we were discussing after it was officially revealed. But we've had a lot of people ask us to talk about this on the podcast. I mean, I don't know. We're not covering it on the website at all. Jack, I don't know. Do you want to elaborate a bit?
Yeah, okay. So, obviously, over the past few days, or it's yesterday, wasn't it? Raptor Chaser 17 on Twitter was walking around Prime Studios, and there was an open door, and inside the open door, he saw some animatronics, and the one that was revealed, obviously, spoiler territory. If you really don't want to hear about the dinosaurs in Jurassic World 2, turn off now.
Yeah, I mean, because especially this my guess is this might be a dinosaur that was meant to be like a fan, like something that you didn't see in the trailers. Like, I kind of get the feeling that this species was going to be kept secret, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but it
Well-
didn't happen. But it's so the Dilophosaurus was spotted through the doorway, and like Chris said, we have decided not to cover this on the website because we kind of all agreed it's too big. It's too big a spoiler. That was clearly supposed to be something very special. And we talk about it on the podcast. It's out there. You can find the info. There's no point us posting it now anyway because it's all
Everywhere.
on every other website.
Yeah.
But I think for our own, there's some people out there that
There are
were sort of in and
definitely
out when
people,
They check,
yeah.
They're kind of waiting for the movie. They sometimes check the site. I think at least those people. Won't
There will
know.
be tons
And
of
there-
people who don't know because we didn't cover. I mean, there are tons of people that come to our website. Primarily like they check our website, and I think it's a better call not to feature that. Our podcast kind of caters to the super fans that are all on Twitter and already talking to us.
And let's be honest, it raised more questions than it answered, really, didn't it?
So true.
Well,
So
yeah, the
true.
fan base went kind of...
Ape
It's
shit.
Well, the design
It's- and that's
is
a-
different, and what it comes down to is the design is quite different, actually.
Well, we have to back up a little bit because Jack did drop animatronics, and I'm going to be the first. And Chris and I have been debating about this, but I'm not convinced what we're seeing are necessarily animatronics. We know that Neil Scanlon's group is involved with the dinosaurs, but
Creepy whisper.
They also confirmed animatronics with that picture that
J.A.
Bayona put up.
Yeah.
yeah. But what we're looking at in these pictures is it's the reason why the fan base, and like Chris said, like the design is a little bit different, but it just there's so many weird things that you're kind of looking at. You're kind of looking at a hollow shell of a half torso. We can kind of only see the half bodies. We're not getting a very clear picture, and the pictures were very dark, and so.
But what they were
lightened
taking
up
with like
and
a telephoto lens from 20
I
yards
mean,
away or
it's-
something at least.
And it sucks because we have to try. I mean, of course, we all get excited and we start speculating, but it's without an official photo or without knowing any context of the film or how it's going to be used. We look at the design, and all of us were like, that's a Dilophosaurus, but that's
It's a different.
not the JP Dilophosaurus. And so the question arises, like, is it a bust? Is it a modeling, for lighting fixtures? And Chris, I totally agree with you that a 1-to-1 scale,
lighting,
they're not going to
yeah,
use.
it sure as hell. I'll tell you, whatever it is, it sure as hell is not a lighting reference model. That is what
And
it
we have a
absolutely...
baby Apatosaurus as well, aside from the Dilophosaurus.
Not a baby, though. I mean, that's probably a sub-adult. The thing looks like it's at least 6 foot tall at the back. The thing's big.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard to tell, but from what we can see, it's an Apatosaurus that's maybe, 6 feet, 7 feet
Definitely
tall.
a sauropod.
10 feet maybe long. Definitely a sauropod, though.
Well,
And so just without the context in the photos, it's like we're sitting here going, what is it? It's this, it's that, it's this, and that's great. But at the same time, it's like Jack said, it's huge, it's spoilery, and I have been waiting for Dilophosaurus to come back since the first film.
It came back last movie, bro. Last movie.
No,
Yeah, and the last movie was great to see that little homage with the
I
hologram.
really like
I wasn't in the last movie.
Yeah,
It was more of an insult than
that
anything.
wasn't an
I
insult.
thought
That
it
was
was
Hang on a
great.
second. Hang on
that wasn't
a
an
second.
insult.
it
That
was
was a
great.
cool fan moment.
Oh, here's a hologram.
That was so
of the
cool,
dinosaur
dude.
That you all want to see.
No.
I liked it.
I
did
like
I.
it a lot.
But to see a full adult, or just to see them in action, aside from what we saw briefly with Nedry in the first movie, a lot of fans have wanted this back. So when we all saw it, we were like, yes, Dilophosaurus. What the hell is that?
Yeah, wait a second. It doesn't look right.
I think what's weird is Dilophosaurus is the one design that hasn't changed in like 25 years. And we're used to dinosaurs changing movie to movie to movie. But the
Oh, exactly,
Dilophosaurus...
though. The T-Rex.
The
T-Rex
T-Rex-
is pretty much the same.
Yeah, but otherwise, the designs have like almost always changed.
But
other
Chris,
than like maybe
this
the
is a huge
Parasaurolophus.
change, man. This is a huge radical change.
Well,
The head
not
looks
as-
so different.
That's because
Look at-
like that's odd.
Well, I mean,
that's because we were all able to identify kind of what
What it all looks like, right? It looks like a baby
it looks
T-Rex.
it looks like a baby T-Rex with a short. It doesn't have a full Dilophosaurus frill like we saw in the first movie. It's nowhere close. The coloration is completely different. I mean, the model of it looks like they took the baby Rex, put a crest on
it,
the snout,
and then put it on a
short
raptor
frill.
body.
And
Yeah.
of course, the biggest questions that started arising was:
Is it a hybrid?
Is it a hybrid? And then people start freaking out.
I promise you it's not a hybrid. I mean, like, that for a fact, that's not T-Rex enough. Like, no one's going to be like, oh, that's definitely a hybrid, because look how close that is to the baby
But
T-Rex
Chris,
skull structure.
The Dilophosaurus head looks so... Okay, listen.
It does
you guys
look
know-
different.
no,
I agree.
You guys know, I don't know anything about the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. I really don't.
I'm
But-
not even sure you know anything about Jurassic Park, but...
That's I
shots
don't.
fired.
Listen, I'll be the first to tell you I don't know much about Jurassic Park. It's my favorite movie of all time, but it's no Star Wars. But if I can look at right away and say that's not a Dilophosaurus, then you know that the design is way off, right?
Yeah, no, but listen, we're looking at it from 20 yards away. We're looking
No,
at
but
it from,
still,
like,
you can still
at
see
least-
it though, Chris. It looks so different.
I
The skull,
agree,
man.
but think of like sometimes when you look at something from an angle and it suddenly looks different.
No,
I
that's
agree.
not the point,
This
though,
design is very
like
different.
Derek.
The eye is bigger.
The eye is bigger.
I mean,
it's at a different place on the skull. No, I
The
snout.
whole snout is different,
have
Yeah.
no dispute
and
that
it's
it's
huge.
a different
It's
look.
big.
No, I think it's about the size of the past Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, it doesn't look that big.
I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm looking at the picture with the guy in the background, and they just look. It looks
He's-
so much bigger.
That's a
He's
perspective.
probably
that guy's
good-
way in the
perspective.
distance.
Yeah, he's probably a
though.
good
That's-
20
he's
feet
way in
away.
the back.
I don't think he's that.
Yeah, just compare it to the size of the drill. It's
Yeah.
not. I don't think it's very
No,
big. I just think it. To me, it looks off.
I-
Something about it doesn't look right, and not in the breed of dinosaur. I mean, it doesn't really look like a full animatronic. It doesn't look. I don't.
Yeah, it's a bust, right?
Well, one of the things I think it's worth noting, the pose that it's in, usually when you shut off, like when you pull the plug on an animatronic, most of the time the most relaxed pose is for the mouth to be open. I think that's something
Chris-
that's very important to remember.
No,
So
no,
the
no,
mouth
no,
is open.
no. But
The
remember,
JP T-Rex had its mouth closed. I think.
The Raptors. Look at the Raptors, and they're very
in Jurassic World,
Yeah, they have their mouths open, and the front forearms are kind of
I think
drooped.
Yeah.
we all remember like the very, very cool picture of Owen and then Blue in the very background.
But we
Remember
knew that was CG. We knew that
No,
was
we
CG.
didn't, though.
No, we
No,
did.
no,
We
no,
had
that's-
someone email in. We had someone email in and say,
No,
"Hey,
no,
just
no.
so you guys know, it was CG."
If I remember 100%, if I remember,
And we
correctly,
weren't allowed to talk
Jack.
about it though.
Yeah, see, here's the other hierarchy thing coming back. I didn't know this.
I think you
No one
did,
told me
though.
this. No, I didn't.
I think
I
you
thought
did,
it was-
Jack.
No one tells us he's shit.
Jack, correct me if I'm wrong.
You guys knew. I thought it was an animatronic.
But I'm just looking at this. I'm just looking at this now. But it's about the size of the drill, so it's clearly not very big.
I don't know. The drill could be
And,
really far in the foreground.
No, I think
No, I think it's right next.
It's
to
right next to the
'cause
face.
They're both in the exact same focus.
Yeah, if you look at it from the different angles, it doesn't like change position very much. Like it changes position a tiny bit, but
But it's an interesting one. But I think what we're seeing here is like Chris said, a Dilophosaurus, but it's modified. It's changed over the years. It's like how the Velociraptors have changed.
they changed the design.
Ever so slightly. But granted, you take away the things on its head. And you take away the front, kind of the frill, it looks like a baby Rex.
It does. It does look.
It does look
so
like a baby
strange
Rex.
about
It really
I've
looks
got a
like the Lost
comparison
World
up on
Baby
Twitter,
Rex.
I think, and it looks so.
I just wonder if it's like if we're gonna see it like better, and we're gonna be like, it doesn't look as much like a Baby Rex now that we see all the detail. Like for all we know, that eye socket there might be like at a different angle than we're realizing. Like we might be losing data.
No, but
In a
Chris,
way.
the entire head structure is different. is what I'm
I
saying.
agree with you. I agree with you.
So-
The head structure is different, but that's nothing new to the franchise. I mean,
No, but this is
Jurassic
vastly
Park to
different,
Jurassic
friends.
Park
This is
3.
vastly different.
But here's what I think, because Colin got the Dilophosaurus
Right.
perfect in Jurassic World with the hologram. We don't know the context of how this is going to be used. This might not even be seen in the film. We don't know if this is something that's going to be used in a way that it's going to be presented as a nublar dinosaur. This could be open source. This could be something that I told Asees, because I love the idea of Wu's lab was greatly underused in Jurassic World in terms of when we saw the hybrid snake and the lizards and kind of the things that he was doing, what we knew kind of alone in his own little private quarters. But if Wu has all of these assets available to him in a warehouse or in a lab, and he was filming at the college, that's another news thing that we forgot to touch upon, but he was filming at which college institute was it in the UK?
I forget the name.
But very well could pass off as a place where he's continuing his research. We have no idea where this dinosaur, if it is used, is coming from.
Well, I mean, they're not going to build it and not
and
use
it could be
What if
it
it's
could
not
be
in the
something
film?
as different as like a Sorna Dilophosaurus compared to a nublar Dilophosaurus.
No, but Ryan,
or
look
a
at-
mainland dinosaur. Or,
No, here's the thing. Okay, look at dogs, for example. You have different breeders in different countries breeding the same golden retriever, right? Golden retrievers are golden retrievers. They all look the same for like 99%. They're all like, my Aria looks like the same as any other golden retriever.
Yeah, but a Chihuahua looks greatly different than a golden retriever, and it's still a dog.
And
Yeah, but
absolutely.
a Dilophosaur is like a golden retriever. One Dilophosaur is not going to look different than another one in a different country, is what I'm saying.
No, but if you look at it this way, think of it this way, like Velociraptor to Deinonychus. And on top of that,
That's different-
we've
that's a
all
different species, though.
but we've all
This is
had this
Dilophosaurus.
argument. But these dinosaurs are not pure. That's what it really comes down to. I mean, they have never explained in any of the movies why the dinosaur designs have changed, but they do consistently change. So at this point, I'd rather they had not changed the Dilophosaurus, since we've had the same design for 25 years untouched. It is very strange for me seeing a different Dilophosaurus. However, for all we know, this might be a male Dilophosaurus. For all we know, the males just look
Sexual
dramatically different
dimorphism,
than the
boys.
female. Yeah, so it
But
really
again,
could be sexual
this,
dimorphism.
This is why it's kind of difficult. It's almost why we chose not to post this picture, because it's such a bad quality picture. Well, it's not bad quality. It's such from a distance. It's dark in the room.
I mean, that's not
You
why
kind of-
we didn't
the
post
angle
it.
is off.
Even if it was like brilliant quality, we wouldn't post it. But
Okay, but what I'm saying is that clearly we're having this debate because we can't figure out what it's supposed to be. So this, as a spoiler, it's almost making it negative. Because we're like,
Yeah.
oh, the Dilo's back, but they fucked up the design, and it's like, well, maybe they didn't. Maybe we just don't know the context.
Exactly.
So it's a difficult one to discuss, and it's a shame that the photo we received of something that clearly was supposed to be a surprise has led to us being like, well, it's not right. It doesn't look right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are hardcore fans, though. We have to do this.
and I think that's why it's on the podcast, though. It's because we've been having so much discussion about it.
We haven't seen a high quality picture of it. That we're seeing a bad quality picture. It might look right.
No,
in the
you're right. You're
angle.
right.
That's what I was saying. But also, that's exactly what I was saying. What? God damn it! What is interesting is it reminds me a little bit more of a frilled lizard, actually. Like just the color.
Yeah, it looks
scheme.
like a basilisk
Yeah,
more than anything.
the color scheme and the way that you can see the frill relaxed on the side rather than neatly tucked in. It really does remind me of a frilled lizard. That makes me think, though, when you see the frill like that, I think it's an animatronic built specifically for a frill reveal. So it's going to be like more of a close-up on the head type of animatronic where the frill shoots out, and I think that's why it's kind of like not neatly tucked in or why it's even there in the first place. I think that this is an animatronic built for like the neck and face. It's supposed to be a close-up, catered to the scene, which is no stranger to the franchise.
It might not even be an animatronic. It might be a puppet. It might be just a something that they, like you said, they only needed for the close-up. I still
there's that neck piece next to it. It's a good point.
It's the same piece. If you look at the very top of the neck, it has like a little bit of striping, like Delta had. It's the exact same striping you find on the actual full body maquette thing
on the body that you see underneath it.
It's the exact same piece.
I agree. It's the same dinosaur piece that's sitting underneath it. Absolutely. And I think that's what's interesting is this Dilophosaurus has like almost ridges along its back, where the original Dilophosaurus was very like smooth skinned and amphibian like. This one's very kind of reptilian looking in terms of form factor.
Yeah.
Like a little.
I'm just hoping that's interesting seeing those kind of carcasses, you could call them, on the floor and sort of around.
Yeah, on the other side of the body.
And they're hollow. They're hollow. It makes you wonder what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like,
they could be puppets. They could be used for full. I mean,
that body. I'll be honest with you. That hollow body there, it looks like fiberglass to me. Because if it was
what does that
skin,
mean though?
If it was latex, if it was skin, how would it be holding its form factor? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do believe.
What was rubber though? What about rubber? Rubber holds its form.
It could be
true.
Yeah, it could very well be, and it is multiple pieces. I don't see why they would need to. If it were fiberglass, I'm not sure why it'd have to be multiple sections. And if that is rubber, those would be the multiple pieces that have different layers of elasticity that then they would probably have to mend it together with the art department when they put it on the shell.
So but then it begs the question.
What do you guys think it is?
I think it's an animatronic, absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely. I mean, or a puppet,
I'm with
rather.
Ryan, man. I don't think it is anymore. I really don't.
Or a puppet. I mean, I think it is a practical effect. Let's maybe not get technical with labeling it as animatronic, as puppet, as, is it going to be hydraulic? Is it going to be rope rigged? Is it going to be something simple? I'm not sure, but I definitely think it's a practical effect. They wouldn't build... You just don't build something like that for the hell of it, especially the Apatosaurus.
But then we have a lot of people, too, who are thinking... maybe hoping that it's maybe just another display piece, like an actual, when you go to a museum.
But that's weird because the franchise has acknowledged that dinosaurs in real life look different than the dinosaurs in the film. So why would the real life Dilophosaurus be small like the movie Dilophosaurus and have a neck frill? Like, it's too similar. It doesn't. I have no idea.
I think they're just saying that because we've seen the displays of the skeletons. So it's quite possible that we could see displays of. Just
let me say
sculptures, but
it wouldn't be a sculpture. Again, we don't. If anything, I bet you a hunter. Like, if that's not an animatronic and that is like a statue that they built to be on a set, then that means that
like a trophy.
Yeah, then there's a
taxidermy.
Yeah, it's a taxidermy thing. But I don't think so. The Apatosaurus looks like it's made out of foam latex. If you look at its foot's supposed to be on the ground, but it's lifted slightly, which means that there's rigging underneath it.
But my argument with that is the neck because of the sculpture. If you look at the muscle tone of the Apatosaur, it's when we've had animatronics and there's been the rubber latex over so that there's mobility. Even if it's just the neck moving, you wouldn't have that strong of a rigid neck line and the muscle tone flexing like it does.
I don't agree.
If the neck was supposed to move,
I don't agree.
Absolutely.
We've seen the T-Rex.
Because
the T-Rex has a movable neck, and you have a really nice muscle line there. No, I think that you can really get that type of motion, and there's even a fold.
I would strongly disagree.
There is a
because
fold.
It looks straight up like a sculpture with the way that it flexes.
I don't think so at all. That looks like foam latex skin to me, especially. But no, there's a fold in the fab, or whatever you want to call it. There's a fold right where the neck hits the body. There is like almost an indentation, a fold, and it's definitely not sculpted. Like, if that's sculpted, then somebody put their fist in it and then like went, shit, and then just left it there anyhow. No,
that could be steel framing supporting it. It looks like a piece of metal sticking out from the base of the neck to the spine.
No, I'm not talking about that one there. I'm talking if you go below it. you're going to see right underneath that muscular ridge that you're actually talking about, you're going to see what almost looks like an indentation, about, I would say, roughly the size of a human fist.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
And I think that 100% you can look at that and go, yeah, no, that's an animatronic. There's no reason. Hell, when we first heard their animatronics, Jack, one of the things that we heard was Apatosaurus.
No one told me this. No one told me anything.
Because when you compare the door to the Apatosaurus, this thing is tiny.
No, I'd say it's about.
True. What do you mean no?
No, because it's not standing right next to the door. I'd say it's probably about 10 feet in.
Look, you're
Either way, it's still
eye level
huge,
with the
though.
middle of the door, like, so it is.
But it's about 10 feet in, so it's going to look a little smaller because it's a little further away.
I think this thing's like a juvenile or a baby.
Oh, it's a juvenile for sure, but it's like a sub-adult. But if you look at the dude who's standing behind it, even though he's a little bit in the distance, yeah, there's a few photos. I can send them.
God.
Hold on.
The bearded guy.
No, this one's the bald guy. No, the bald guy.
Guys, can I just say this is our best episode yet?
I think 49.5 was our best.
But no,
Hold on.
it got intense, man. During this Dilophosaurus debate, it got real intense.
And this is honestly why we decided to put this in the podcast, because by the time this is officially revealed, we're not going to have that much of an interesting discussion. We're already going to have worn this out of our system. And then people are going to be like, why'd you guys never get an animatronic debate? And we're going to be like, yeah, well, I don't know.
Debating now. We're debating hard on this bad boy.
Here, I sent the photos.
Guys, I have exams. It can't be like we've been like going for like 4 hours at this point, right? 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
More midterms.
No, not midterms, boys. Finals, boys. Finals.
Yeah, but you're back to midterms soon, aren't you?
I can't believe, man. Listen. Last episode, I gave Ottawa Senators a shout out, right? And guess what? They made the playoffs. They're playing tonight. They're playing the Boston Bruins. Let's go, Ottawa Senators. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, but hang on. University of Ottawa. What are you guys doing, man? I'm so close to graduating. You guys didn't give me the one course I needed to graduate over the summer. What are you doing, bros? Come on. Jeez.
And so I'm looking at this photo of I mean, for all I know, 4 people could be in that in a body cast trying to pretend to be a sub-adult apatosaur.
Right? Can we do
You're
that?
right.
That
It's really hard for us to classify this as an animatronic or puppet. I mean, I definitely agree it's going to probably be used practically, but I think, as we keep repeating, just given the context of the photos, we have to really dig to try and make out, because that's all us JP fans know how to do.
I think we
just need something that's a little more, not necessarily official, and we don't need it right away, but like, this is what I mean when like, use your best judgment, because it's going to be, if more of this happens, we really want to see the animatronics in their full glory. And I mean, for me, if they could do something a little more officially, or God, if they could maybe address this.
Well, I think what's going on though is I think people are going through a lot of mental gymnastics to basically convince themselves that it's not an animatronic, because they were burned by Jurassic World by assuming there would be animatronics and there weren't any. So now that people have animatronics right in front of them, I think everyone's just trying to be like, it's not. I won't get excited. I won't because I don't want to get burned. I think honestly, that's what's really happening.
That's actually me.
But I think sometimes the most logical answer is the answer. There's animatronics in Jurassic World 2. This is apparently a picture from inside of the art department of Jurassic World 2, and there are full-size dinosaurs that are made out of questionable materials. They're animatronics. They're probably built for specific scenes. They're probably built for specific things, but, you know.
Yeah, we don't. Who knows? Could be anything.
But I think,
I keep saying,
I just don't see why they would build a, 25-foot long Apatosaurus or whatever that is, and then be like, sweet, this looks cool. Yeah, let's put this in the movie. IOM, you guys get to work now.
Well, maybe this was all staged. Maybe this was all an elaborate ruse just to get us on a conversation point to avoid the real spoilers.
They knew Raptor Chaser would be there.
Spoilers, Dave
Raptor
PW
Chaser is a
Jurassic World
plant. Raptor Chaser is a plant.
Quiet, Asees.
I saw your comment on the Facebook message. Dave PW's in Jurassic World 2 confirmed.
God damn it.
You racist.
So
I'm not racist.
So, yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot filming. So how long is filming going to be taking place in the UK now? Another month?
Up until about... Well, we know that thingy starts
We don't know...
on the 18th.
Can we talk about how unsure we are about Wales still?
We don't know where
why are
Wales
we going
fits
there?
in because we never hear things, and then all of a sudden we'll get a bit of info where J.A. Bayona said, "Yeah, I can't wait to film in Brecon Beacons," and then it's like, okay, but when? when
it's
when
weird
does
because
that fit in? Because
that,
they start at Hawley they start the mansion on 18th. Supposedly, that was the date given on the original application.
Yeah.
And we know that Chris Pratt's doing tours for Guardians of the Galaxy now, so he's probably not going to be doing any filming.
Bryce Dallas Howard's
in the
away
next
at
month.
the moment. Well, I think they're probably on their Easter break at the moment.
Well, I
is
mean,
my
yeah,
guess.
fingers crossed they're not in the majority of the movie, but
Oh, Jack.
Jesus,
Jack.
that's awful, Jack.
come on, you
Oh,
know you
the
secretly
My
really
man.
best,
believe
man.
it as well, so come on.
I can't
Wait
wait till
for
I
the
can't
road.
wait till
the bad guy. You all think the same thing.
Right for the throat, Jack. Man.
I like
No,
Owen.
No, but listen, I mean, that is kind of the truth, though, because you look at Jurassic World or any
I know
movie,
it is the
there are
truth.
scenes... No, I mean, there are scenes where main characters aren't in it, and there could be significant scenes.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
could be watching, what's going on, what's filming in Holly Common or whatever.
What
in
is
Hystock.
Daniela Pineda doing? She is the future of the franchise.
I
I
like
promise
her.
you, I can't wait
I
for
like
her.
her. I like her
She's gonna be
Instagram
so
stories.
sick,
I
dude.
like her dogs. I like everything she's doing. and
I
I
love
can't
her,
wait
dude.
to-
She's so cool, eh?
Dude, she's
Yes.
cool, man. I want to.
Yeah, man,
I
yeah,
want
man.
to. Yeah.
Let's get her on the pod, yeah?
Let's get Daniela
Yeah.
Pineda on the
Yeah.
pod.
Man,
Oh yeah, no,
she's
she would be
too
great
hype.
to have on.
She's
She
too
would
hype,
probably take over the podcast.
Oh yeah.
I'm
She'd have to
okay
be a
with
new.
that.
That'd be
She'd have
fun.
to be a new regular.
Smoke up, doke up. It'd be great, man. She's cool.
She seems like the coolest person ever.
So, shoot, there was really actually something that I was going to say that
Talking about
wasn't-
main cast.
Oh yeah,
members.
filming. So Wales. Yeah, it's really weird because like the knowledge that that production company for the UK, right before that interview went out with JA, like we don't know too much about Jurassic World 2 filming locations other than it's filming in London and Hawaii, and we've had our sources confirm that the reports of Wales are untrue. And then like 2 days later, it came out like J.A. Bayona apparently told a magazine in Spain that, yes, it's filming in Wales and Brecon Beacons. And, like, part of me, like, I'm looking at it now without ever hearing anything. I'm like, did the magazine, like, misquote him? Or, like, did the magazine, like, because we're just not getting any information about Wales at this point.
But then we know
Although-
that Wales, if it was Brecon Beacons, then we know exactly what they were going for, the big valleys kind of thing. So
Yeah, it's beautiful there.
Where
It's
else are they filming?
gorgeous.
Because the only other place we can think of is Kualoa, which is similar. So did
Okay,
they just
well, it
kind of
heads
replace...
to... It heads to Hawaii when? In June and continues filming till the end of July?
As far as we know.
Yeah, 2 months in Hawaii, which is how long did they film in Jurassic World? 3 months. 3 months.
In
months.
Hawaii? I think
In
just
Hawaii.
2 months.
Because they did the other half in Louisiana.
Jurassic World 2 is
And
filming
we-
longer than Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Guys, forget about the filming for a second. End of July, I think we should book our trip to Hawaii and crash the Jurassic World 2 after party.
Oh, DJ Frank, we're coming.
DJ
Frank!
Master Frank! He's actually in at Star Wars Celebration right now. He just tweeted.
Yeah, he's in Orlando right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, let's
oh
talk
man,
about
if we
Star
brought
Wars
a
Celebration for a
playlist.
second. Let's talk about it. I'm taking over the podcast. It's my podcast now, boys.
No.
Welcome to Star Wars Power
Cutting out.
Hour, hosted by
Shall I
Asees
cut?
Sandu.
Star Wars
Oh,
Power
yeah,
Hour. He just
DJ
pulled that
This
out
is
of
where we
nowhere.
get cut.
Master Frank,
This
stay
is where
back.
Aziz gets
It's,
cut.
Sandu time right now. Let's
Muted.
talk about the
Muted.
Ray.
All right,
Let's talk
so
about Ray for a second. Ray
but
the
let's,
Skywalker
but let's
for
actually
sure,
talk
for
about
sure, for
anything
sure.
else that we need to talk about. So I guess we can start wrapping up. I mean, it's been
Episode 50.
a wild one. It's been ridiculous. 5 people is definitely too much for a podcast, but it's been nice. It's been nice.
It's been too much. I think.
Alex, where are you?
Alex.
Alexis!
I like listening. I miss you guys.
I miss you too, Alex.
sitting there
He's
listening.
just cuddling
Sitting
with his
in the
pillow.
corner.
You know, I'm
He's already
missing
I'm
me.
in bed, lying on a
Oh,
pillow,
isn't that
listening
sweet?
to you guys.
I
breathing
knew it.
away.
I miss
hope
you,
you-
Alex. I miss you.
Yeah.
Alex has
Let's-
made a pillow
one last
of
thing. Who was like the biggest, like, not what you expected out of all of us when we met? Who was the most?
Brian.
you.
I think everyone was what I expected. If anything,
Everyone was
Alex,
what
you
I
talk
expected.
you
I
talk
Skype-
more in person.
Yeah, you talk a lot more.
No,
Yeah,
Ryan's like
I
a
was
hot
proud.
dad, though.
Otherwise, I think
Yeah, Alex-
everyone was what I expected.
Really?
Yeah,
Except
I mean,
for me,
because
though.
we Skype a lot, especially Chris, Ryan, and Alex. I've Skyped you a lot, like video chat.
It's true.
No offense, Asees.
I feel
guess
left out now.
It's just never happened, you know.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
since-
Skype Aziz all the time.
Yo, let's talk, man. Let's talk every night.
Alex, do you have an answer to your own question? Was there somebody that was different than what you expected?
No, man. I think you guys all. I think you were all. Like, there was a little part of me that thought, God, we could all be dicks, but like none of you were dicks.
No, we were all dicks, to be fair, but we were all dicks to the point where like we all meshed together perfectly
We
fine.
weren't dicks to each
We just
other.
became one big.
No,
dick.
not to each other.
We all meshed together to become one big dick.
Mega dick.
The mega dick.
Oh, like a mega dick.
I like that.
Oh,
Jurassic
shit.
Megadeth. Jurassic Casting Couch, Jurassic Megadeth. I love it.
No, you're right. We said this in the live stream, and I think we said it in 49.5 as well. We all just gelled. Because obviously we came together
We've
because
known each other for years.
we came together over Jurassic Park. So obviously, you know, running a website together as well, it's pretty nerdy. But at the end of the day, we're all pretty. We've got other stuff going on in our lives, so we can relate on a normal
Yeah, like our
level,
band.
like the band of a
Yeah.
band.
Yo,
We gotta get the
we have a
balls
band as
rolling,
24,
guys.
2018. Keep. What did Rosie say the name was? Soaring High or something?
What did she say?
Shit, this is important,
Band
guys.
name?
Come on, we're advertising
She came up with
mixtape.
our band name.
What was it? It was
fine,
quite
on the
funny. Something about swords. I don't know. I can't
Soaring
remember.
High, right? Well, it must have been. Don't keep on soaring.
Something like
What?
keep on, because I sent
Alright,
Rosie
yeah,
a
Don't
picture
stop
of
soaring or never stop soaring.
yeah, I sent her a picture of us while we were getting Philly cheesesteaks in that queue. Yeah, and she put, and your second album should be JP Boys Never Stop Soaring.
Oh my god.
So when's our album drop, boys?
Yeah, May 24th,
it
2018.
already did.
Watch out, it comes out before Drake's next album, not his playlist, his next album. We have Jack on vocals, we have me on screams, we have Chris on bass, we have Alex on
Me
guitar,
on
Ryan on
screams.
drums. Yeah, I can do some hardcore screams. We know this. Ones and twos. We have Maisie on the triangle and percussion. So, you know, it's
The other
listen,
triangle.
and percussion. I said and percussion. Yeah. So look, I do rapping. I can do rap. I can.
No,
rap
you're
some
on
stuff.
percussionist.
You don't like hip hop. You
would
said.
drum in
I don't
the
like
cowboy-
rap.
did say
I can
that.
rap.
You did.
I'm screaming. Jack is singing. Chris is bass. Alex is guitar. Ryan is drums. Maisie is triangle and percussion. Josh is writing the lyrics. May 2018.
Yeah. So Asees,
What
Forward.
about Jo- Oh yeah,
Asees,
Josh.
you
yeah.
wanna end out this episode? You wanna tail off into the abyss?
All right. Before we close this episode out, I just want to let you guys know, if you enjoy this episode, or even if you don't, just go to iTunes, leave a review for us, preferably a 5-star or a 4-star, but let's be real, 5 stars, please. Write a review, let us know what you think, and you know, the more we grow our podcast, the more our site grows, and the more we can do future events and fun stuff where we can all get together and just have a good time together. So, you know, leave a review. Thank you for listening to episode 50, probably our best episode yet. We're closing in on almost an hour and a half, which is amazing, I think.
Oh,
We
Christ.
covered a lot. I don't know what I'm saying. I've been drinking too much. Shout out to Ryan, shout out to Alex, Chris, Josh, me, Asees, Maisie, Arya, special shout out to Arya, Mama, I did it,
Me,
Mama.
Aziz.
Someone take over, please. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't remember.
You
Someone take over.
just shouted yourself out twice in a row. You're like, shout out to me, shout out to Aziz. Shout out to.
Oh no, not again.
Oh man, no, that was great, Aziz. Good
No,
job.
it's been a good episode, guys. Well done, and great to speak with
Just
you
give us a
again.
review on iTunes. It would help.
It would benefit us, and Stitcher
Yeah, please,
if you're on
iTunes,
Stitcher,
please, guys, come on,
and
iTunes.
obviously on Podbean if you're on Podbean. Give us a share, give us a like, and obviously on YouTube. Give us
YouTube.
likes on YouTube.
No,
We
but
always
iTunes
appreciate
more.
You know
iTunes
what? Let
more.
us know what you want to hear from our podcast as well. Like when it comes to some of the more spoilerific things, if you have an opinion, let us know. I'm a bit curious because obviously we've had a lot of people telling us, "Hey, talk about it." We haven't had anyone say, "Don't talk about it." We've actually had a lot of people like, "Talk about it, please, please,
Why aren't
please."
you talking about the Dilophosaurus? Is what we
Yeah, a lot of
hear.
people were, people were like, "What's going on, guys?" And it's like, well, it's a leak, and I genuinely, like, I even feel weird talking about it on this podcast, to be honest with you.
Well, let's just let's give a tiny bit of justification just before. Let's be honest. We had the Indominus before it was released. Before they had announced the Indominus.
yeah.
Before anybody had seen it.
Oh, guys,
we chose,
big news.
We chose
Huge
not
news,
to
guys,
post that.
guys. Huge news just dropped. You guys looking at this?
Wait, are you?
At what?
Holy shit! Deadline Hollywood, Paramount drops J.C. Chandler's Triple Frontier, Channing Tatum and Tom Hardy also out. Holy shit!
What?
We just talked about this.
What?
What?
Huh?
Anyway,
Wait, Asees.
Never mind.
What?
The-
Aziz is trolling us, guys.
No,
It's not. It's real, but it has nothing to do with.
No, it did. Remember we talked about the Hawaii casting, the guys who were not Jurassic World, Triple Frontier.
What? Oh.
That movie, that Channing Tatum, Tom Hardy are out, boys.
Oh, so you mean that Hawaii movie is no longer happening?
Yeah, boys, it's happening. But Tom Hardy's gone. So is Channing Tatum gone.
So what does that have to do with our podcast, though?
Me and Alex are no longer a part of this team. It's going to be Triple Frontier starring
Wait,
Alex Evans and Asees Sandu.
I'd watch that.
But-
We'd make a good buddy cop team.
Oh my god, yes we would, eh?
Yeah.
Alex,
yeah,
are you
dude.
leaving me?
Huh?
Are you leaving me for Asees?
He's mine. Alex is mine.
Baby boy.
Baby boys.
I'm a little hurt, but so Jack.
All right, so
Jack,
aside
what you're
from-
saying is, I think that you and I we don't actively go looking for a lot of these spoilers, but things end up on our lap a lot, and we've kind of just given into the fact we're going to probably know more than we'd like before the movie comes out. But that doesn't mean we always post about it. There's a lot of things that just
We
don't
filter
get-
everything, and
quite a bit.
my
quite
point.
a bit.
My point was the reason we haven't really posted about the Dilophosaurus is because it's a big spoiler. It's like a really big spoiler. It's something that fans have wanted, and it was the same for Jurassic World. We saw pictures of the Indominus a long time before that they were
Back when it
released.
was the
Ending, bro.
Mallosaurus.
Ending
Back when it
like
was
a
the
month before the movie
Mallosaurus.
came out.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was before the movie started filming. We saw it.
We could have posted it and got loads of views, but we chose not to because at the end of the day, that's too big a spoiler. That's ruins the movie for some people.
Yeah, no,
So-
I wouldn't do that with any of the dinosaurs. Even to be honest, no, I don't want to be a source for anything. When stuff comes out, we report it, but I don't want to be the source for the leak. I don't know. You know what I mean?
No,
It's-
totally. I was just saying that's kind of why we haven't posted Dilophosaurus. We just kind of took a stand and be like, well, we won't share that because it is a really big spoiler. I'm gutted that I didn't get to see that in cinemas. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gutted
Yeah.
that surprise wasn't kept from me.
Yeah, and we'll see how it's used. I mean, like we said, it's way, way early. The photo was just, it wasn't great. The context in which it's in an art department. We have no idea how it's going to be used.
I've seen
so
some great fan art from
we-
it, though, people interpreting the design. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, just keep an open mind. I mean, as we continue to throw news stories out and potential leaks, things are bound to change. They're still filming. We have no idea what's really going to happen. So, I mean, just stay tuned. Keep your fingers crossed that Jurassic World 2 is gonna be exciting. We've heard only nothing but that this is going to be the best one yet. So, animatronics.
The Lost World, the greatest
I
movie
mean,
ever made.
we all hope, but I mean, animatronics are back, and there's a lot of things within this movie that we've heard that we've all wanted.
Yeah, we
so
have.
we're all really hyped, and we want this movie to succeed. So we can't tear it down just yet by a couple of leaked
Exactly.
pictures.
Yeah, I mean that's not going to be things that you'll see on our website. Given sometimes we do, I guess, teeter a line, but it's difficult. We're a fan site for fan news, and
Yeah.
it's sounds like a rock and a hard place.
We have to be impartial.
people come to our website. They're like, "Well, you're not reporting all the Jurassic World news," and that's what I come to your website for. It's like, yeah, I know, man, but
It's for your own damn good.
it's gonna be so much. It's gonna be so much easier once Universal starts putting out comics and video games. So it's not well, we have nothing to talk about but the leaks.
Remember, as Asees said, give us a rating on iTunes, give us a review, and thank you so much for listening to episode 50. If you enjoyed, if you came to the exhibition, again, thank you for listening to this catch-up podcast.
Yeah.
Send your photos, tag yourselves in our photos, and once again, we really enjoyed the event, and we really hope that we can do it again because it was so much fun meeting you all, and it was such a cool event, and we only had
It really means a lot to us.
to advertise it 3 weeks pretty much, and the turnout was insane.
Yeah, it was great, and we want to do it again. We want to try and get more community members out. So
I'm amazed
let's
we all
let's
made
make it happen, Captain.
Yeah, no, it means a lot to us, and thanks for everyone for being so supportive, giving us a chance. Thanks to everybody at Universal for allowing this to happen. I really hope that we can continue that relationship. Please don't hate us about talking about the Dilophosaurus. iTunes review us, please. It would mean a lot.
All right,
As Asees said.
episode 50, signing off. Damn, Aziz.